Oh, are we live? I think we're live.
We are live. Hello. You are very welcome to another special edition of ORP Watching.
Yes.
We're going to be taking a look at the first bit of rugby.
First bit of live rugby
is back
at all
after a 3-month
lockdown
hiatus
and all of this, and it's New Zealand bringing it back to us. We're here for round 1 of Super Rugby Aotearoa. Going to be watching the Highlanders and the Chiefs duke it out, as you can probably tell from here. Kickoff is about 12 minutes away.
It's about 5:08. In the meantime, if there are any of you tuned in, first of all, let us know if you can hear us, if there's any issues, everything else. And you can pop any questions that you have for us into the comment section down below.
For sure.
And sort of as the game's going to be going on, we're going to be having a match clock here on this screen here, which we're going to do our best to keep as the game goes on. We're pausing it and keeping it live with the match clock. Yeah. And we'll have a scoreboard here, and we're going to be sort of just watching on with you guys as the game goes on. We did it a couple of times during the World Cup, and it seemed to work okay.
Yes, exactly, yeah. And given that it's the only live rugby at all, and anyone outside of New Zealand isn't going to the game, is going to be sitting at home. I figured we'd broadcast and watch a bit of it.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's I'm absolutely buzzing for it. New Zealand Super Rugby tends to be just a celebration of the game, more than anything else. You got two awesome attacking sides. Two of my favorite sides growing up watching Super Rugby. One of my very first experiences of watching Super Rugby was the first season I really got into it was Queens and Reds 2011. But the following two seasons were the two Chiefs wins back to back. And we have fond memories of those teams. A fond memory of the teams that came so close to beating the Crusaders. The first year the Crusaders won the title.
That's right.
In the semi-final. Great players like James Lowe and Aaron Cruden, who's playing tonight. And Damien MacKenzie, who's playing tonight.
I see him there getting a nice close-up. D-Mac back in action is a good thing. I think for rugby.
Chiefs play a super brand, and the Highlanders, although they have been not great this year, prior to lockdown, also playing an exciting brand of rugby.
True. Quite a young Highlanders team now as well, with the loss of a few stalwarts. Ben Smith no longer there, obviously, but a few new heads. It should be an exciting little contest. I'm just curious to see how everyone looks post lockdown, because the little drips and drabs of sport we've had so far, be it golf or whatever, there's been a rust element to everyone getting back in there into the mix, so hopefully not.
There'll be a rust element, and it's a new competition, and it's very much sort of 3-month hiatuses aren't taken by any of these players lightly. Very often there's plenty of them who just don't take any hiatus at all. So it's going to be a curiosity in that way. But one thing I think we can say safely is that both these teams are going to be looking to play and looking to showcase New Zealand rugby for a global audience, which is going to happen.
That's exactly what they're doing, a la Bundesliga for German football a few weeks ago.
Exactly, and in certainly in the sense of the attacking game, New Zealand rugby is a pacemaker.
For sure.
The Chiefs are perhaps the offensive pacemakers within that sphere. So I'm just expecting a lot of open attacking footy. Looking through the teams here, some names that stand out. The battle at 9 actually is understated, but Brad Weber is a really class player. And Aaron Smith, obviously, against him, we all know about, world-class player.
For sure.
And absolute game changer potential for the Chiefs if the game isn't going well, is their change at halfback. Tahurirangi. Apologies for the pronunciations that will be at times be shaky, but I think that's more or less correct. He's a phenomenal little scrum half to bring off the bench, and Aaron Cruden obviously to bring off the bench is class as well. Looking through the teams, you would give the edge to the Chiefs, even up front and the back.
But there is going to be home advantage for the first time in it. Not like the Bundesliga. We're going to actually have a crowd. I can see them there. Look, there's crowds of people in the stadium to watch a footy game. This is excellent. But that edge will definitely be with the Highlanders or South Bar, and the nice little atmosphere they can generate there as well. So that is against Chiefs. There are a few very enthusiastic Chiefs fans.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's exciting.
We're nearly getting to
stadium looks great.
Stadium looks fantastic. Fans gathered together, and huge respect and props to New Zealand for managing the virus as well as they have, and now being able to showcase live rugby. It's absolutely great.
It's crazy.
And we're buzzing for it.
Yeah.
In terms of the game itself, players to watch. I'm looking at both backlines. The centre battle actually jumps out at me a little bit. Rob Thompson in there for the Highlanders is a really, really underrated player, and obviously up against Anton Lienert-Brown.
Yeah,
he's a savvy class operator
as well. Yeah,
all black stalwart, and then the main man Damien MacKenzie, fullback for the Chiefs.
Yeah,
that's just electricity.
Fireworks.
Yeah. So that's mostly what I'm expecting for it, and there are some mild stakes to this. Obviously, for the most part, this is just a showcase of the sport we love. This is the sport returning. It's going to have a global audience.
It will.
And from that perspective, it's going to be great. It's going to be a great watch as well.
Yeah.
But also, there's just a little bit of stakes and a few nuggets that are going to be interesting to look at from the perspective of New Zealand rugby.
Yeah.
Because New Zealand have had the best team in the world by streets into circa 2015 and have eased off.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I think I would love to see them going, back to their roots, grassroots and up of playing just the skills-based, hyper-tempo, wonderfully creative, offensive, other teams can't handle us try-scoring rugby.
Yes.
Which has been veered from. I mean, the Crusaders have been the standard bearers now in New Zealand rugby for a few years, and they have a more refined, more modern look at the game.
They do, yes.
But at this grassroots level, I think, and you will probably see it, but what you're looking for from New Zealand rugby is just all skills, all tempo, all attack.
Yeah. To be fair,
those are the layers that
the Chiefs are the team that really do hold that candle very, very well. Their brilliant ability to strike off counterattack is just a constant in Chiefs teams. Even somewhat mediocre Chiefs teams over the last couple of years have still had that little instinct in them, which has been great. They're the team I'd look to spark that. I think that in this particular game, if it's to be slow and a bit tight, I think the Highlanders probably prefer that slightly, but the Chiefs can break off counter-attack, and it's just going to be well poised and balanced. Obviously, you're under the roof here, Forsyth Bar, so it's there's no excuse for not running rugby. It's perfect conditions, obviously, and hopefully we'll see some nice try-scoring, try-seeking rugby.
Yeah, have you a prediction?
Do I have a prediction? It's tough to say. I haven't seen these teams in so long. Like, it's whichever team comes out looking better is probably gonna edge it. I suppose for colour, I'll veer towards the home side, Highlanders, just opening the door for you to say that the Chiefs are going to slam it shut.
Yeah, I would say. Listen, it's hard. It's, as you say, it's impossible to know.
Yeah,
but on paper, I think
the Chiefs probably do have a slightly stronger on paper
in terms of form as well. What little you can gauge.
Yeah.
Back when Super Rugby was rocking, the Chiefs were in a much better place than the Highlanders. We're just having the teams up on screen now. Shannon Frizzell, shout out on the Highlanders team.
Yeah,
he's an absolute.
He
unit.
was last we were watching him play. He was being awesome.
Big
barnstorming, physical, loose forward.
Yeah,
definitely danger.
If the Highlanders pack is to make a dent into the Chiefs, that'll be the area.
Parry Parkinson, one of my favorite new names. I did doing a bit of research. Number 4 for the Highlanders, Parry Parkinson. Hopefully, a few carries from Parry.
Yeah, no question. Listen, I'm absolutely. Teams are being named now, and it's just buzzing. I can see the zoo there in Dunedin, Forsyth Bar, and it's just. Awesome to see crowds.
Pleasure to see crowds. As opposed to Bundesliga with piped crowd noise coming in. That's just
not the same thing.
Not at all.
But the main thing, the thing that has always driven New Zealand rugby is just what happens on the field as opposed to what happens around us. And the pageantry doesn't compare to the showcase that the Kiwi teams can and do put on. And for that reason, it's just so exciting. I mean, it brings me back getting up early doors to watch Kiwi Super Rugby matches at the crack of dawn on a Saturday. It's the way summer life should be.
It's a bit more like normal life.
Yeah,
that's exactly it. It's been too long. Actually, what's it? Remind me of the name. It's the 10 for the Chiefs is a name I'm less familiar with. Seems like you.
Caleb Trask.
That's right.
He will be replaced with Aaron Cruden at some point.
Yes,
21-year-old. So
there you go.
Super potential.
Good, worth an eyeball. We'll see how he gets on.
Absolutely. And Bryn Gatland, by the way, is Warren's boy. Is on the bench for the Highlanders.
Oh, he is.
Which is interesting because Gatland, obviously, coach of the
Chiefs. They're trying to bring in Gatland, trying to shake Gatland's guns. That's true. Yeah, Gatland is coaching the Chiefs right now. haven't had.
And Tony Brown coached the Highlanders, so they're two of the best coaches in the modern game.
This is true. This is true. Two damn fine teams.
Now, I hope that we can get a wee bit of a background noise just to hear Grant Nisbet's voice, because I do love Grant Nisbet, and it's nice to hear him again.
We have Scott Willem Lang coming in with, I think Chiefs will be comfortable. Even putting Cruton on the bench shows they're not scared at all.
Possibly. Yeah, I think it's less of a case of fear. Like I don't think there's any team that has any real fear of this game. I mean, it'll be a nice tournament to win, but it's a new tournament.
Yeah. New Chiefs jersey. Not sure I'm a fan. Prefer your one.
Yeah, that is an interesting look.
Just in terms of bad omens.
That's a road jersey, obviously. Their home one would clash too much with the dark blue of the Highlanders.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think it's a question of fear. I think it's just a question of easing back into it.
Yeah. But given some game time to a few young heads, it's going to be a mixed bag.
It's a bit like a preseason game.
It will probably feel a little like
nevertheless, I expect you're going to see little guys like Aaron Smith. When was the last time Aaron Smith went 3 months without playing a rugby match?
Probably hasn't happened his whole career.
How much is that guy buzzing to play a rugby match?
Yeah, there'll be a fair bit of that.
There's going to be a lot of that, I think. I think there's genuine hunger in these guys. Both teams on the field now, and it's just building excitingly towards the finish.
This is true.
But that said, I do think the Chiefs will have the edge.
Yeah, I think so. I'm just wondering if you guys can see that clock. There may be a better solution to that.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Well, we all know, as New Zealanders, we became a team of 5 million. We became a beacon of hope.
We've got some pre-match speeches going on. Hi guys from New Zealand. Hello. Good evening to you. Good morning to us.
Weber is better. Weber is class, but that is a big statement.
That is a big statement. Weber did have his best season ever last season, or going into that World Cup. He was just absolutely awesome. Became kind of undeniable to get into the squad.
What do you want to click on stopwatch? That's what you got.
That's much worse. Probably much worse. That's a busier screen. Where is the previous one we had used? The one that blew black on white. Because just made me think there, white on white background with that other one. You probably won't be able to see it. We're going to have the match clock going during the match, obviously. And we'll update this as it goes along. That'll be my purview.
We have to acknowledge that during COVID-19, 22 New Zealanders lost their lives.
Oh no, 22 New Zealanders lost their lives. That's a really good stat, to be fair to them.
During COVID-19, and our thoughts are with them. Also, throughout this period of time, when we stayed
pre-match speeches.
Does that work at all?
That's probably better. I don't know.
Do you know what to tell you? It just doesn't work at all, doesn't it?
Yeah, that might work. Let us know if you can see.
Yeah, the match clock we're trying to get going on the screen at the moment. I don't think you can see it at all. Well, I guess I'll keep looking.
Yeah, there is that much more standard one that we had used. No, that's what we suspected. We have a little phone screen of it too. We're trying to find a workable solution. That's better, probably
that
better. Can you zoom that in?
Maybe.
Yeah. Yes, like it.
Yes, that's
much
a clock.
Better.
Now that's a clock. There's a clock you can set your watch to.
Maybe you just start.
Yeah, starting and stopping. It's the only issue now. Oh. Pause.
Okay.
Don't start, you bastard.
Okay.
All right, well, we're ready to go here. Paul Williams is the ref.
Perfect.
He's getting us going. I'm absolutely buzzing. Oh, thanks very much. That's nice to hear that you like the debate. NGJ is an absolute pleasure to chat with.
That's true.
His channel's well worth checking out. It's
For sure. Yeah, no,
one of, if not the funnest collab we've done. He's
Possibly,
such an easy guy to talk to. It's so illuminating and speaks with such passion and knowledge.
Yeah,
NGJ Rugby, we did a collab with, if anyone's wondering, and he's well worth checking out.
For sure. Yeah, no, we ended up chatting for several hours for that as well.
Yes,
Sunday evening just became great content because we just
Here we go.
Live rugby
returns. It is an interesting pink jersey. It is perhaps a bad omen.
Yeah, whereas the classy Highlanders jersey. Restart timeout. We're on the way.
We are underway. Clock will do our best to keep live. And look at that, instantly. Chiefs
bundling into
short channel.
touch.
That's just good D. I think it was Shannon Frizzell.
Yeah,
just bundled them into touch, held them up.
They went a bit too laterally there. That was sideways stuff from the purple Chiefs.
They tried to work the short side and instantly got stuffed. Good physicality from the Highlanders.
Yeah,
nice throw, Ash Dixon. Oof, ball. Was that high? It was. High shot.
Yeah.
Midfield, free play for the Highlanders.
What does Aaron want to do with it?
Trying to put a bit of width on it.
Yeah,
I like
they
this.
do. That's lovely. Good continuity.
Yeah, Rob Thompson inside. Ooh, interesting attempted tip-on pass, but good D from the Chiefs.
That was good D from the Chiefs.
And we're back, and we might have our first points of live rugby.
Yes, indeed.
If that's the way the Highlanders want to go with
it. It's a good question. I think Highlanders will probably kick this. We will need chalk.
Anticipating the score.
Yeah, I'm going to give them credit. Somebody's out. We'll be going. The first one to lose a donut. Always a suspenseful bit of these live streams.
I was telling you, it's not going to last too long.
No.
In
Kiwi Rugby Indoor Stadium.
Both of these sides are going to be in double figures come 80 minutes. No question.
I dare say that's true. But I'm not going to scrub it out just yet.
So big start for the Highlanders. I mean, a decent restart, well taken by the Chiefs. Chiefs try to work the short side. I think it was Shannon Frizzell. I haven't seen a replay.
I think there were three of them in the contact.
Grabs the carrier, holds him up, moves him to the touchline, shows good physicality, pushes him out. Slick enough little set piece play. Perfect line out from the Highlanders.
Yeah.
No sign of rust in there. Sharp passing from Aaron Cruden. And
Aaron Smith.
Or Aaron Smith, excuse me. And a little error from Mitch Hunt just on the high shot.
Yeah. And now here's Mitch Hunt to make amends.
Oh, no.
Pointer.
Sorry, Caleb Trask.
Caleb Trask is
Caleb
10.
Trask, Chiefs 10 made the high shot.
Right, yeah.
There's Mitch. He snatched it.
Snatchy contact. Did it go over?
It's over.
It did go over.
Whoa.
Donut gone.
Interesting kicking style from Mitch.
Yeah, it was a weird one. Didn't look that clean, but 3-pointer.
And the Highlanders strike first.
They lose their donut, their ORP donut, and get a 3-pointer on the cards. That is a good start all round for the Highlanders, really. And a pretty unsuccessful one for the Chiefs so far, but early days.
Yeah. We've only had one proper play at it. They did actually shut down the developing play nicely.
That's a nice take.
Yeah. That's Josh Dixon.
Oh, but was that Shannon Frizzell giving that away?
I actually missed it.
No, he's giving holding on. All right. Could the Chiefs be getting a 3-pointer?
No, they're going to
kick to the corner, maybe. Well,
I'd say they are.
Does Trask fancy it? They're going to the corner.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got to love the Chiefs, really.
Absolutely.
You do.
It's try-hunting time. Let's just see this little play again.
So he went to deck. Yeah, there was a release. He was on it. And there are two men not cleaning him out.
That's a great steal.
Really good steal.
Tupovai gets the shout. I'm not massively familiar with Tupovai. 20-year-old.
Wow.
Serious play from the young man.
Serious power from a young man there.
Chiefs going to the mall.
Yes. It's not gone anywhere just yet, but the wedge is okay. They're crabbing in field. Now they're getting a bit of purchase on
Oh, here we go.
side.
Breaking on the short side. Tokiaho might score. Good tackle.
Oh, good off.
Oh, what a play.
Oh,
Sean Stevenson just couldn't make it.
Sean Stevenson. That was really good defense, though.
Yeah,
they kind of marshaled them
sharp.
there.
They were in danger from the maul. Chiefs probably ran out of patience a little bit.
Yeah.
And Stevenson is always just a little bit.
He's very upright there. He's never getting anywhere. But
and they go over the throw. Ash Dixon with 2 phenomenal line-out throws to start the game. Awesome stuff.
And in the line clearing.
I tell you, the Highlanders aren't looking rusty at all.
No, they aren't. They're looking pretty polished.
Clean exit from the Highlanders right there.
Yeah. Well done, Mitch Hunt. Good kick.
Mitch Hunt of Crusaders drop goal winning fame.
That's correct, yes. Sticks coming up. Yeah. Definitely a good start for the Highlanders line out. Now we get to see the Chiefs line out in action. And it's over the top.
Great throw. What a play! Oh, is he tackled early? Aaron Smith. The absolute athleticism on defense from Aaron Smith was unreal there. Crusaders broke through the lovely inside ball off the line.
Before the ball got to him, that was the only question mark, but it was brilliant play.
Aaron Smith on Brad Weber. Just some box office for you in that scrum off battle. It was a clean break inside. Sean Stevenson trying to make up for it. And here we go. Damien MacKenzie, first touch. Stevenson again.
Side.
Oh. Well, batted back away. The Crusaders have and the Chiefs rather have another attacking setup.
Yeah.
Hang on, I thought that was Chiefs ball. It is Chiefs ball. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Awesome stuff. That was
awesome.
That's the high intense Super Rugby that we love to see.
Lovely ballsy line out at the very back, and then good.
It was a great line out throw. Yeah, absolutely.
And then piece move.
Wonderful line pick by Sean Stevenson. Just absolutely read it perfectly. Let's look at this.
Oh,
Aaron Smith's just a little early on Brad Weber there, but it was such an athletic play. Then the intercept after it.
Yeah, you have to give benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. Lienert-Brown with the hit up.
Good quick ball for the Chiefs.
Oh, is that a steal? No,
that's a penalty advantage here. Yeah.
Chiefs probing now. Good offload. Here we go. Little grubber
on the toe.
Oh, nearly a score. It's not done.
Yeah. It is eventually grounded by a Chief hand, but it is knocked on before that.
Probing little grubber from Caleb Trask nearly ended up in a try.
And they're back for penalty advantage.
Which they might kick over after all this pressure.
Are we going to get to see D-Mac smile at the posts?
Yeah, we may get that now.
It's what we're all waiting for. Box office. That box office smile of his. And they are taking a punt. So it could be 2 donuts scrubbed out fairly promptly here.
We would expect nothing less, but it's that. You're starting to see signs of what the Chiefs can do, and it is
the tempo they play.
Relentless offense, and always looking for the offload it back and reset. Rooks of the enemy. Nice little grubber from Trask, and this should have been a score.
He should have just gathered that. Yeah, gather that and fall over. You're probably there.
We'll just call that preseason rust.
Yeah,
but nice little moment for Caleb Trask, who I'm not familiar with, but I'm excited to look at.
D-Mac.
21-year-old Caleb Trask. Here's D-Mac.
Clock hasn't stopped just yet, which is a pleasure. Nice.
Maybe because I'd forgotten about it.
Kiwi rugby doing me a service. There have been games we've done this where I've just constantly been wrestling with that thing.
Aaron Cruden smiling on the touchline. That's the protege.
Three points apiece. Yeah.
That's some take.
Frizzell.
Shannon Frizzell. He lost the ball. And here we go, Brad Weber. That was a beautiful restart from Highlanders. The Highlanders are looking well coached.
Yes. Well drilled on things like
line out. Well drilled on everything. Yeah. Set piece. Aaron Smith under huge pressure gets it away and can only kick.
Drops a speculative one on the
here
toe.
we go.
To
Here we go.
MacKenzie.
D-Mac. And Trask probing. Winger shot up.
Yeah, he's a good call. Well
kick.
executed kick.
Nice.
Forces the fullback back.
Chiefs just putting tempo and pressure onto the game.
That was a good clearing kick.
As an antidote to the Highlanders, you're just seeing the tempo of the Chiefs is pretty relentless so far.
Yeah. But for that, it's 3 points apiece. And, it's a certain advantage. When a game breaks up and gets fast, you can definitely see how the Chiefs are going to thrive in that more. But structure-wise, the Highlanders have probably looked the more impressive just off set piece.
But Highlanders almost more impressive.
And that's an overthrow. Just as I say that, the Chiefs overthrow a line out in midfield and give Highlanders the ball back, which is a poor mistake, really.
Yeah, Shannon Frizzell has started like a house on fire. He's so physical. Here's Perry. Oh, that was Perry
Parkinson with the big carry. I do actually know Perry, and we have a comment in saying he had a great season last year. Hope he plays as well as he has been.
Lovely ball. Pass. Oh, nearly away.
But it's stolen.
And they're just kicking it. And look at that chase from D-Mac. He's got the gas. This is going to be pressure. That's nice composure from Gilbert, the right winger, just sets up and kicks it in. But again, I think you're just seeing in the little exchanges, the Chiefs just have that little bit more both tempo and class. Yeah. That said, that was so nearly an awesome line break between forwards there, between Faddies. Tokalahi just couldn't hold us the tight end for the Highlanders. Should
have held it really. There was opportunity out wide if that had gone through another phase or two.
Mitchell Brown is down.
That's no good. Early game. I think there will be a bit of this though, exactly what we're talking about with pre-season element
kind of stuff.
First real contact. Oh, that was a crunching hit off the ball there. How did he hurt himself here?
He actually did hold it. He did hold it nicely. And how does this just burst free for the Chiefs? Just Luke Jacobson manages to poach. Nice little poach from Jacobson there. Wasn't giving him the credit.
Didn't quite see how that injury happened in that collision there, but he must have done something awkward on himself. Look at all those non-socially distanced people.
I knew it was going to be a full stadium. The people of Dunedin would only be buzzing for an event like this. Fairly big student town as well, so it's always going to be a big, colourful crowd. And to be honest with you, the Highlanders, Forsyth Bar is probably one of the best stadiums in New Zealand, and they usually get the best crowds.
Yes, it has some of that great atmosphere. Roofed stadiums are just brilliant for atmosphere.
Receiver off Aaron Smith or Mitch Hunt. There's a lot of pressure on that particular ball area. We saw there.
We're restarting, ready to restart just about with a line out to the Chiefs, attacking line out here. Ooh.
Nice little set piece play from the Chiefs, just using Anton Lienert-Brown as the cross-up man so far, but
he's off feet. Oh, but he got the ball there back. That was dubious, but it's all right.
The Highlanders made the poach.
It's all right, play on.
We Dylan Hunt, the Highlanders open side.
The clock had stopped just then. I'm on it.
Now the Highlanders looking to counter-attack.
Oh, good steal. Was that D-Mac? It is D-Mac.
He's just giving side entry. Perry Parkinson there.
Yeah, a bit of a clunky entrance.
It's one of the things the Highlanders at their very best, they are well drilled, but the kicking game of Aaron Smith is something you'd like to see them implement a bit more.
Yeah.
It's been wayward so far, and they're just losing the chaos.
I haven't seen their 10 at all yet either.
Yeah.
Mitch Hunt do much apart from slot back into fullback mode and clear kick. This was him here. He just kind of tamely went into contact, and Parry, he is on that side.
We are a wee bit behind. That is sort of the idea behind the clock. Although what I will say is that we are just watching it by the live broadcast here in Ireland. So if that's delayed compared to New Zealand, that's sort of news to us, but the clock as it is more or less correct.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs are about to take a kick here for a 6-3 lead through Damien MacKenzie. I wasn't aware that we were that much delayed to what they're showing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like 10 seconds behind here as is on the match clock.
But I guess it's
just gone 13 minutes.
If you do want to watch along with us, and you have the means to pause your TV, I guess
that's true. That's the solution.
That's the solution.
Satellites and feeds and stuff. We are a planet away, and so. And D-Mac, there's that smile. There's that box office post-pad smile. And that is
lovely kick from D-Mac, who started very nicely.
Chiefs take the lead for the first time in a game.
Damien MacKenzie, every touch has been slick, and a couple of nice penalties.
Oh, we missed Damien MacKenzie.
We did. Really. We missed him last year. The All Blacks missed him last year.
They really did. 6-3 Chiefs.
Man, I missed this.
I know, right? Saturday morning, I'm up. I've had a cup of tea. I'm watching Super Rugby. It's all
and it's been a cracking game so far. It's the raw tempo and skill of the Chiefs against the
structured, kind of
well disciplined Highlanders performance.
And that is a sloppy drop from the Chiefs, as they're wont to do, and it allows the Highlanders in. And it's turned into a penalty. Oh, that's coach killing, that kind of stuff. Gatland will not be impressed with that kind of crack. I know this much from all the past. Early doors, his Wales team were guilty of that kind of stuff as well, off scoring
this
and then
a good one
sloppily
Mitch just going straight for the corner here. Yeah. Highlanders going for their own score.
Well, it's not a percentage kick because you're on the wrong side of the field for a right footer, and it gives you a chance to attack. So plus we're in New Zealand and we're
Pennywise come in and says that he reckons the Blues are overhyped.
The Blues are often
we're looking forward to seeing the Blues, but what I will say is that putting Bodie at fullback and no sign of Dan Carter, and in the meantime Ottery Black in there at 10, there's a limit to how much Bodie can do from fullback. Bodie's world class. Yeah. Maybe they turn it on.
Yeah, maybe.
Bowden Barrett's is as brilliant for them as he was for the Canes, but I think you might be right on that. I wouldn't make them my favourites to win.
Certainly don't go.
Oh, here we go.
Mortgaging the house and putting it on the Blues has never historically proven to be.
That was a lovely little line-out maul. The transition there was absolutely perfect. Ash Dixon got the ball. That is a side entry.
He changed his mind.
Ash Dixon has this could be a try. This is a try.
The ball's going all the way.
What a maul! What a
maul try.
Now, if I was to call whether or not there was going to be a maul try,
as the first try. First try is Super Rugby Aotearoa. It's a maul try. Yes, boy. Just need some Justin Marshalling, getting enthusiastic about it. There he is. He's not as enthusiastic as he would have been for a little scrum half peel try, but maul try. Yeah, it wasn't defended well.
It wasn't defended well at all.
And it was, again, as to our point about being well drilled, well coached off set piece, the Highlanders look good. Good wedge.
I tell you, I think it was Ash Dixon got the touchdown in the end. Started like an absolute house on fire.
All the darts.
Perfect line out throwing. And the transition to maul there was so slick. And the hooker battle, which is less talked about, is certainly being won against Tokiaho, I should say. I'm horrific at these pronunciations. But
you can feel free to scold us via the comments.
It's absolutely being won by Ash Dixon at the moment. And just in general, Highlanders
he missed it. Mitch. Well, good thing I did hold off before filling in their score, but
8 points. 8-6. There's Milner Scudder, who has signed with the Highlanders, which is class.
That is class news. Good. It would be good to see him
today, obviously, but will be class
in the coming weeks. That'll be good to see him. 8-6 Highlanders, and a back and forth game continues. First try Highlanders. There you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it was a kind of a mirror image of it, where the Chiefs were attacking. Oh, great take, D-Mac. Awesome.
Now, here we go. Chiefs set up another attack. Slick handling. Short pass. Lovely. They want their ruck speed to be a little quicker, I think, the Chiefs.
Yeah, the Chiefs haven't quite got their frenetic tempo. They haven't controlled the contact area, though, enough to get it.
There's another nice shoot by Parkinson there that just closed it off.
And we're going to try and go wide. But it's not really there, and it's well covered.
Yeah, Highlanders D is looking nice.
Yeah.
Bit of space. Oh, nearly away. There's a lovely little pass from Weber off the base there as well.
Yeah. This is good continuity from the Chiefs.
Yeah.
But it's just there that it did kind of a bit slow. That was really, really good defense.
He just said he was down and he kept moving.
Ah, that's sloppy.
Well,
really good defense. Not the signs that it's not quite gone the way the Chiefs wanted to go for this. Certainly the first quarter, which is coming up on being done. It's a good matchup though. It's good that both teams playing a different style.
There's a fun dynamic to it, and there is a decent tempo.
Chiefs at 60 minutes
Chiefs
could go bang bang and score 2 tries. But
Cooler here, they say he's just tackled there. Maybe it's a harsh call.
It's a little harsh. You need to not squirt along on the ground, though, I suppose. So the onus is on you. You are the ball carrier. It's a nice wide gip. And it's another perfect line out.
Yeah.
And a rolling maul set up by the Highlanders.
So damn good.
And compare that to the maul that the Chiefs tried to get going in the
If you were to ask me
who
my predicted man of the match was, I don't know who I would have said. Maybe Damien MacKenzie or someone, but at the moment it's Ash Dixon.
Yeah, Ash Dixon's been awesome so far.
What performance from Hooker.
It's a penalty advantage again for the Highlanders.
Like set piece. And then they have a free play. Mitch Hunt
drops it on the toe. Bit speculative. Isn't there. D-Max scoops it up. Back to penalty.
That's why you don't do that in open play.
Yeah.
Mitch Hunt, I thought the cross-heel kick was on there.
Who are you supporting? Well, Daragh.
I like the Chiefs. I always like the Chiefs. If going back to when I first got into Super Rugby, the Chiefs were the side that I liked. The Chiefs, I think, play the best brand on any side in Super Rugby. The Hurricanes also have been lots of fun to watch, but I resent the Cape Tin. I think it's the worst stadium in rugby, and for that reason, I've always held that against the Hurricanes, totally unfairly.
Yes, probably arbitrary, but yes.
Oh no, it's not arbitrary. It's an awful stadium.
Like Suncorp.
Yeah, Suncorp and the Reds can't stand that either.
Just big round, empty caverns.
I've always loved the Chiefs. I've always loved the way they play. That great team with from a few years back with Cruden and James Lowe and David MacKenzie.
It's also being Leinster fans as we are. Well, hey, Leo Cullen, the current kind of era of Leinster coaching, have branded themselves a bit on the Chiefs as well in their counter-attacking style. Certainly took note of them. That was one of the main reasons James Lowe is now playing in Leinster.
Yeah, they modeled themselves on them. So yeah, I've always sort of from afar. The Chiefs have been my New Zealand team, the Sharks my South African team, and actually the Western Force before they were axed. And here we go. Hang on, just while we're talking, we have Ash Dixon.
He's done his man of the match credentials. No good there, but he's thrown it back.
Here we go. Play on. Aaron Smith has it now. Highlanders got it back. Intercepted. Two
intercepts in one phase. And the Highlanders get away with one there.
Rugby and the Highlanders.
That's the first Ash Dixon mistake, though.
It is.
That was try time.
And
it could
still be. Try. That's beautiful stuff from the Highlanders. They are owning this game.
They are really starting like a house on fire.
Awesome stuff.
No.
The Highlanders
looking good, looking very good.
C.O. Tomkinson gets the score.
Yeah.
And it was Rob Thompson picked a perfect line.
Yes, he did.
And there you go, right through the middle.
And they had thrown it away. And here's that try. If he throws it away,
it's a good read from Weber.
And then Weber throws it away.
But then the Chiefs with just another manic play. The Chiefs is kind of all over the place. That's a lovely line from Rob Thompson.
And a great offense.
Right
the centers combined with brilliant center play.
Look at this. Picks a perfect line. Weber can't make the tackle.
And has his man on the inside.
Lovely score. Rob Thompson is one of the most underrated players. I think he's just been a stalwart forever. And he's a lovely attacking player. Any other country would be capped.
That's right. Yeah. Well, now that's double figures. Double figures, baby. So I can draw in this one with relative confidence.
Now Mitch Hunt. You missed the last one you shouldn't have. Make this a 2-score game.
Yeah.
They're good for it. Anyways, just hopes Man Nonu comes back, and I can kind of see that.
I'll agree with that. We all do. It'll be good to see.
I believe is signed for an American franchise.
That's right. Yeah.
which is
Not
fun
sure
too.
which one.
No, they're my New York, maybe, I think.
Might be, Could it be 15 or 13? That's what we're asking Mitch. And considering he missed a very kickable one before, I'm not going to give him the benefit of the doubt and fill in the chalkboard just yet.
Nails it.
Oh,
That
me of
slouchy
little
accent of
faith.
his.
Of course it was 15. It was always going to be 15-6. And that represents the first real bit of daylight at all between these two teams. And it's
just a nice little replay there that shows how Aaron Smith managed to bait in the tackler as well, just before he gave that ball to Rob Thompson.
Yeah,
nice contributing factor. And like we spoke about it before the game, but Aaron Smith is such a factor.
Yes,
in terms of the tempo he can drive and both his vision and quality of passing. That is not great.
That was loose. I think both 10s are definitely relying on their 9s. They're young 10s is what they are.
Yeah, no question. And you think that the Chiefs, if the way it's looking, are going to have to go looking for Cruden.
This could look like one of those games where DMAC just isn't in it anywhere near as often as he ought to be. He's claiming these, but he hasn't.
Hello.
It's not claimed at all.
Gathers the Aaron Smith box kick, and the Highlanders are whipping it out to the right hand side.
We've actually got ahead of ourselves on this clock here. I'll be sure to try and get this right.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Well, we just watched as Mitch Hunt make another error, and
was that out on the full?
Yeah, kick the ball out on the full
Mitch
from his own 22. So it's 23, 40, 41, 42 from where we're looking at. And,
10 seconds. We'll be back in line.
A line out here for the Chiefs offensively, and that just after scoring, just after really cementing a hold on the game.
There we go. Back on time.
Emily Farrell coming in with Ireland are the bomb. I'm going to take that positively, although in times gone by that has been said in a negative context. More.
It's good phrase actually because it can apply both ways.
Crusaders, Chiefs, have a sloppy line out today, but they have managed to get the ball back. Wainui with a decent little carry through the middle there.
Yeah. If the Chiefs can score, I'm kind of up for the Chiefs to score right now. Let's make a gunfight of this. If it's a shootout, it's good for the Chiefs.
Not that slick, although I must say Tomkinson
looked like a knock on.
Seems to just slap that ball. I thought it could have been a penalty.
Yeah. Nothing given. Play
on, and now the Highlanders have a chance to break.
Interesting non-call there. I thought that was pretty clear-cut knock on. Go on, Parry Parkinson.
Getting absolutely driven back.
He stayed on his feet long enough to get support, though. Oh, good footwork.
Frizzell, lovely little hands.
Little bit of space and oh my goodness!
What a break!
Oof. Footwork.
Parkinson again.
Parkinson's involved.
Loving these offloads. Now the Highlanders are getting confident.
They are, and they dropped it.
Too confident.
Yeah. Settle down. And Aaron Smith is visibly annoyed and frustrated.
The Highlanders have started like
they've been really good. Really good.
Night and day to the game where we're watching them getting broken by the Sharks in this stadium at the start of the season.
That's right.
They look like they look like they've worked really hard.
So little to read on from like that. Basically, that Super Rugby season just is not even a metric for how these teams are going to do right now.
I think it seems like a motivating factor in terms of
Ricky Flutie, Highlanders assistance coach. What? I didn't know that. Yeah, Ricky Flutie of that great Lions try moment. Batting it inside to Shane Williams.
Stadium absolutely heaving, Highlanders fans buzzing, and they're being given an absolute show.
The
Highlanders look like a team that have been chewing at the bit because they left themselves in a bad place.
Yes,
are out to right a few wrongs by the looks of things, and I'm loving to see it. It's great stuff. Emily Farrell loves Ireland, which is great, but loves Munster, so that's less good. Oh, how about that from Brad Webber and D-Mac and now Sean Stevenson, and this is the way to do it.
Accessing the wide channels.
Yeah,
it's unfortunate that it's only a Sean Stevenson at the end of all that.
The Highlanders are doing a great job.
Yeah, they're keeping
their width on D very nicely, but they're being stretched. And
it's outside.
Intercepted, but this is going to be a Wainui try. Oh, lovely, right to left.
That's just pure Chiefs right there.
Beautiful.
That's
rugby. How you stretch a defense.
Yeah, from coast to coast, and they stretched them, and they got the try.
They managed to just get outside. It was almost intercepted, but once they got outside that, they were home and hosed. And that's another great try from the Chiefs. Lovely little slick hands.
D-Mac slotting in at first receiver to get them wide.
That's the quick ball. That's the sharp ball. I think it was Luke Jacobson.
Who didn't stick that tackle for the Highlanders? They'd be very annoyed with that. Looked like the winger.
The soft hands from Luke Jacobson here. That's what makes it.
Yeah,
and 13, Rob Thompson.
Who
he was going for you can see from the other angle, he's going for the intercept, and he misses it, and
gets done by a good pass.
He's just made 7 points, and now he looks to have given them back.
Yeah. Well, that's double figures for both. Whatever about people's donuts, we're into the teens already.
We are Leinster, Emily. We're Dublin born and bred, so we're Leinster fans.
Yeah,
as the Leinster jersey.
Dyed in the wool.
May demonstrate.
Leinster baby.
Yeah, season tickets for as long as time.
Yeah.
Now D-Mac, is he going to give the posts a smile? Oh,
hey, there's that smile. We all love that smile.
Every touch has been very nice from D-Mac so far, and every kick very nice as well. So now it's game on, and that's the concern for the Highlanders is the raw skills that those Chiefs boys got.
Yeah, well, if and when it breaks up in the second half, like if it gets a bit loosey goosey, the Chiefs can rattle off scores. That's just a lovely bit of soft hands from Jacobson, though. That's just really nice. Really, it does fool Rob Thompson, and that's what makes it. Yeah. I think we're just, pretty much bang on time still. The clock has been stopped very, very few occasions. Wainui getting on the board.
Getting in there.
15-13, good game.
Yeah, very good game. Exactly what I expected. That is just skyward.
And
what a take! Sean Stevenson! He's just footing. Sean Stevenson made a Haynes of it. He's made an absolute Haynes of it. Koroi is going to go for the Highlanders.
He lost his footing.
Nearly scored it up the left wing, and now D-Mac's going to break.
This is danger too. He's going to kick it.
Just a little too much on it.
Let's still play on.
Still play on. Gilbert takes a great tackle.
Saukula. And it's a turnover.
It's a penalty. That was some hit from the big number 8. Love to see
what a way to end that sequence.
What a sequence. Yeah. This is so hard to call. It's so hard to keep up.
Awesome stuff. Kiwi derbies and Super Rugby. Good rugby.
Yeah, no, it's serious rugby and constant on the offense.
Yeah,
probing,
D-Mac smiling.
Sean Stevenson with an
unreal That's really good. That's probably their best exit of the game thus far. They mixed it up, went for the crossfield kick, and Sean Stevenson won it.
He just tried the speculative kick then when he
kind of stumbled and lost his support runners because they overran him, and then he did try and very telegraph drop it on the toe.
And the fullback, Koroi. What a tackle hit first of all from Saukula, we've seen in the replay.
Good hit, young man.
That was probably the best piece of play of the match so far. Very exciting, end to end, and these two have a reputation for going at it.
Yes.
Anton Lienert-Brown nearly snuck through there. Brad Weber going wide. Trying to work it right, but good D from the Highlanders again, but slippery play.
That was good evasive play from.
Yeah.
Is it the 10 there?
Yeah, that's Caleb Trask.
He's been in this game.
He has. Ball again slower than the Chiefs would like. Ash Dixon with another tackle, still my man of the match.
Despite that intercept.
Yeah, it ended up in a Highlanders try.
It did.
So. No harm, no foul. Here's D-Mac at 10. Lovely pass. Oh, what a big storming carry from the replacement lock.
Oof.
Oh.
Emily, Ben Smith is not playing because Ben
D-Mac
Smith's
out
in France. Ben Smith went to France post-World Cup.
Yeah, he
plays for Pow.
That was an awesome play through the middle from the Chiefs. Thought it was going to end up in a score. The replacement lock is... I'm not familiar with him. Akui, fucking phenomenal unit. So he is.
Look at this heft.
Came storming through the middle off a lovely D-Mac pass, broke a tackle, and could have been a score.
Yeah. We have a conference, and we have Tom off.
He's another 20-year-old Akui. So many class.
Time's actually off at 31:09. I'll be sure to get us back on time. But
we have a TMO decision here on something. Illegal hand in here from the Highlanders.
He's doing the horizontal, and he is over the horizontal, to be fair.
No.
That is going to be a penalty to the Chiefs.
That's Koroi, the
yellow
fullback
card
for the Highlanders.
Yeah. He tips him
do you know
over
what?
the
He jumps. He jumps. I just don't think there's any question that the big man takes a leap there. He's just trying to jump. Let me see this again. Has he really been lifted up by Koroi? Maybe he has.
Yeah, I think that you can't give that as a
you're
drop.
you're actually right. You're actually right.
He's
flipped him up. He
hoisted the one bit of leverage he had on the bigger man.
No, I take it back.
Yeah.
That's going to be a yellow card.
Probably is going to be a yellow card. Yeah. And a 3-pointer, the Chiefs going to chip it over, or they're going to attack?
I'd say they'll chip it over, take the lead.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is probably the correct decision.
I presume by Nehemiah Skater you mean Nehe Milner Scudder, and no, he's on the sideline watching on, but he is not named in the squads for this particular fixture.
Just being a small man, he just felt as though he had to try and get him off balance, but when he's got enough balance, he's taken it past the horizontal and handled well. Marcy was pretty up and clear.
So we do have a yellow card. We do have a yellow card, and there's fullback Koroi is off for 10
rightly
minutes.
carded.
And it was the play of this man slotting into 10 for the first time properly, pulling off a beautiful pass.
Yeah, and shipping it over there
to Akoi.
Chiefs take the lead.
That's what made it. Distribution game of Damien MacKenzie, next level again.
Yeah, well, he's next level in most things that he does. But
and
that
all
is
of a sudden,
16-15
Chiefs. And this
and
is
we're
what
probably restarting the clock. It's 31:58.
So 32 minutes in. 32 minutes in.
Yeah, just gone 32 minutes. We're a little bit behind, but you know roughly where we
we'll
are.
try and get the clock back on track. But this is sort of what I fear for the Highlanders is if this game becomes a shootout.
They're not equipped to beat the Chiefs in a shootout. It needs to be. I'm not saying on the
Mitch Hunt is really starting.
Mitch Hunt has been a problem. He has been a problem for them thus far. His scuffed kicks at goal, and now that scuffed drop kick, and he's kicked on the full once as well before the errors are stacking up.
He needs to relax.
It's more important that the Highlanders are tight and accurate in set piece than it is
true.
for the Chiefs.
Chiefs
can get away with a few of those.
That's the first bit of set piece issue that we've seen from the Highlanders. Brad Weber is frantically waving for a ball.
Ball, mate. Give me a ball.
To go right side. You're looking to get that tight inside up. So manipulate the Highlanders loose ball down the
97% success rate in the scrum that season just gone for the Chiefs. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
There's Justin Marshall just calling a scrum play.
Justin Marshall wants 8-9 and D-Mac on the right, and that's exactly what we're doing. No, it's not. It was a fake out, and they're going left.
And it's not a good pass
from the young man.
Was that Weber or was that the 10?
That was
the 10.
Yeah.
Switched.
Caleb Truss.
That is an error. And it's turned into a penalty.
Is that just for throwing the ball away?
Oh, I think
deliberate not going.
No, he's giving deliberate.
All right. Offside. Okay, interesting. Well, it was very exciting for a moment.
Potential appeal there. That looked dangerous
for a moment, and Caleb Trask honestly just loose pass.
Yeah, that's all it was.
Next play,
execution. Good plan. Poor execution.
Pass just way too deep.
Yeah.
And that was the end of the play.
Means the whole play.
This is something about the Chiefs that this is probably the reason why they don't win trophies anymore, is because of the way that they compound errors. I mean, they're such a flow team. When things are going well, they'll find scores from anyway. But for some reason, and we've seen this a few times this game, knock-ons are just becoming penalties.
Yeah. Where they really needn't at all.
There we go. We'll hit up.
Good quick ball.
Oh, lovely little fake and give from Aaron Smith. Just runs an offense so well. Now we have a bit of space. Shannon Frizzell in the white channels.
Oh, good tackle on him.
Nearly got through.
And it's penalty.
He got up. He was tackled and he got up.
And that's consistent. They gave it against the Chiefs earlier on.
Shannon Frizzell nearly just stomped his way over the try line, but was tackled and then didn't release the pill, got back up, and that's a bad error. That was a chance to retake the lead with 14 men.
Yeah.
Frizzell is so exciting.
He is
though.
explosive, isn't he? But this
yeah.
is needless. This is silly now.
Now, was he held for sure?
Yes. Boot held,
Yeah,
and he just rolls on.
No question. Yeah, no question. Just wanted to score a try.
Well, he wanted to at least roll another revolution, seemingly.
Oh, double movement.
It is a classic double movement. That's not a new rule at all.
Nice little sharp line out from the Chiefs. They're just inside there, just about 15 meters from the.
They have a nice small setup here,
halfway.
to be honest. Are they going to be patient with it? Parkinson can't seem to get near it.
No, that's good. And now Brad Weber's peeling, and it's Wainui in space. Lovely little offload, Sawakuna. Oh, he went for the speculative flick.
And it's
gone.
But
Aaron Smith pops up, and no offside line here. Knock on from the Chiefs, and the Highlanders come away with a Chiefs beautiful piece of rugby.
It's a penalty again.
Somehow,
like you say, knock-ons become penalties.
Tackle off the ball. There was a tackle off the ball.
Tackle without the ball.
And again, the Chiefs' just discipline is absolutely shocking, but they're so dangerous. It's fantastic. The maul was perfectly set up, and then Brad Weber just an eye for a gap.
Yeah,
and makes it happen.
Yeah,
and
Sharon Smith looks sharp though, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
On the turnover.
Sharon Smith looking every sniff of an opportunity he's getting, he's taking, but he doesn't really have the team around him. Yeah, Bryn Gatland is someone who the Highlanders are going to have to consider unleashing.
Yeah, I'm sure they will at some point.
I think it has.
This is a lovely peel. Weber and
Wainui
on the short side.
And Sawakula with the big support line, and he just throws the speculative one. You saw Lienert-Brown was picking the line, but it just went over his head.
Mm-hmm.
If the Chiefs can just tighten up just that little bit,
and
not throw the less than 50% pass, this game is there for them. Their attack is
super dangerous anytime they get a bit of space.
Players with wonderful instincts like Brad Weber and Sean Wainui and Damien MacKenzie.
Yeah, that's going to be out in the full. No, it's not. It's a good
take from Wainui. How sharp has he looked? And Ash Dixon is going to get a steal. Yes, he is. He's in poach. I thought he had that. And now, even so, it's going to be a steal. Highlanders just pressuring the Chiefs on D.
Really good.
Getting a super steal. One of the plays of the match.
Yeah. I don't know if the shot at goal is the best play with 14 players.
No, you think you see out the half.
Kick it into the corner and see out the half. Kill this in period.
And maybe get a try.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's exactly what they are going to be doing.
The plan is here.
That's right. Nisba being called out on some speculative play calling.
Yeah, this is the play of the game so far in terms of significance.
Yeah.
The lineout has been spot on. Ash Dixon has been unreal. Veteran. Perfect throw. Parkinson takes it.
And
now they're going to go for
they're going for a quick peel to
nice
the right.
Little transition again.
And it's a good wedge.
Piling it onto the open side, turning
ball.
it onto the open side. Can they just be patient?
Oh,
Aaron Smith wants to go blind. Is it there? Yes, little inside ball, and it's a try. Lovely score.
Excellent offload. And that's the way to see out the half with 14 men.
Marino 2 with the score, number 8 for the Highlanders.
Yes.
Also made the play to steal it.
Yes,
big turnover play, and he gets the score.
Well-earned score.
Just rewards there for the Highlanders, who have deserved to be in the lead.
To be in the lead. On balance of the half, and that's probably going to be the halftime score, barring a Mitch Hunt kick.
Yeah. Awesome stuff. Aaron Smith just loses patience a little bit, but it's a nice little ball from Mitch Hunt, and 2 takes it in. 2. He has had a quiet game so far as 2, but 2 huge plays, obviously scoring the try, but he making the turnover more play significantly as well. The turnover that led to it was super stuff. And that's the Highlanders' path to victory at the moment, to just put Chiefs under pressure and they give away penalties.
Exactly, that's the best course of action for them.
Physicalise them.
Physicalise, that's That's in the young Leinster Academy parlance. I like it. Physicalise, lads. Get in there and physicalise.
Well, that's good work from the Highlanders. They have deserved the lead. An awesome game. Awesome start to rugby.
Oh, that looked good. And it is good.
That's a nice kick
Nice
Mitch
kick,
Hunt.
Mitch Hunt.
Well, there you go. Awesome half of rugby.
Yeah, and we're back with a half of rugby.
We are back with a half of rugby. Great stuff. Half time there, boys. It's
yeah, you can reset that clock.
Yeah,
back to square one, and
so there you go. Halftime score. Highlanders up on 22, Chiefs 16.
22-16, right there. I'll fill in the second half as we approach it, but yes, that's good stuff. Great first half of footy. I'm delighted with that.
Great first half, and there is
drink time. You're right, but it's going to be tea.
Yeah, drink time. It is in New Zealand. It's probably not here yet.
Yes.
I assure you, we'll have a few. We'll have a few this evening. But
that's correct.
It is currently still not quite 9 a.m. here in Ireland,
indeed.
Unfortunately,
Which is absolutely tea o'clock.
It is absolutely 2 o'clock. But that's a fun half. I think the key for the Chiefs, obviously, Cruden could be a game changer in the second half.
Yeah, I think their bench could prove stronger. But
let me try this. Tahuri Orangi. Tahuri Orangi.
I think.
Like his name deserves to be remembered because he's an awesome scrum half. I know Brad Weber's been great.
Yeah,
but that dynamic.
Brad Weber hasn't been a problem, to be honest.
No,
that peel on the short side was very good. But it will be exciting to see him in action as well.
I think the best moments for the Chiefs have come when Brad Weber's attacking the short channels and when Damien MacKenzie gets into first receiver. Yeah, we haven't quite seen the counter-attacking game yet, but their raw offensive instincts are still there. And if they can just hold on to that last speculative pass, they will find tries.
Yeah, that's that. You kind of feel that there are a couple of breakthrough tries in it for them. It needs to stay tight. From the Highlanders' perspective, it needs to be as tight as it has been, be as clinical as they have been offline, and
as physical. They look tougher than the Chiefs.
They do, and that's where more match ready. Some of those turnovers have come from purely just contact zone. Yeah. The Chiefs weren't dominating the contact zone, especially in the early offing as well. Before the Chiefs got that try, and they were going kind of not quite getting to the edges. The Highlanders were staying wide and just winning contacts 1v1.
But you saw in one moment the little Luke Jacobson tip on.
If you're a team that can find 7-pointers out of nowhere, you're always going to be a danger.
And that's the Chiefs. That's the Chiefs. They're a team very much in the mold of the All Blacks. And finding tries is their mantra, so they can be out of a game and win a game.
That's right.
And that's the concern from the Highlanders. They have to keep pressing that advantage because in terms of which team looks more match ready, it is the Highlanders. Yeah. But which team has more weapons is the Chiefs. And I would certainly be looking the best offensive continuity they had, which would manifest itself in a 3-pointer rather than a 7-pointer. But it was MacKenzie with a lovely little skip pass to the replacement Koroi, the giant man who picked the perfect line, and he ended up being tip tackled. They took the 3 points after the yellow card.
That's right.
But that was a nice piece of sustained multi-phase pressure where both DMAC and the young man Caleb Trask were both swapping in at first receiver on different sides and different plays stuff. And it was done with speed, but it was causing the Highlanders decent problems.
And then when you can picture
that's the picture
added to that mix,
that's the picture
instead of Trask. There could be tries for the Chiefs in the second half with that in mind. But the Sinman period was managed expertly by the Highlanders, and it ended with them taking the lead. So it's game on, and it's slight edge to the Highlanders, but nothing's over yet.
Saying Highlanders with some organised grind in the forwards, and that's 100% correct.
Yeah.
Pabu's also making the point that you can tell nobody has played, and you can tell that a little bit. But I'm saying there are some guys who are looking very sharp.
Yeah.
What I will say is that Aaron Smith is looking ridiculously sharp. He's had a couple of breaking balls that he's had no right to gather with such ease that he has done. And you could see as soon as he walked out into the pitch
how game he
was. Yeah. The other thing is Ash Dixon has never looked so good.
The darts from Ash Dixon. It's only that speculative offload that still ended up being a Highlanders try. That's his only little mistake. But besides that, it's been a perfect half of rugby from him. Yeah,
and I think there's been quite a bit of sharp rugby. I think both scrum halves are looking sharp. sharp. The one area where you're really seeing a lack of game time, I think, is just in the Chiefs' ability to absorb contact at the moment. Yeah. And then the Chiefs' error making, which they're making errors and compounding them. Like knock-ons are becoming penalties. This is happening three or four times
in a half rugby, which is no good.
Which will cost them because the Highlanders' line-out is so strong.
Yeah, they feel they can go to the corner
and score tries.
Yeah, their maul looks really, really good as well. Yeah, it feels like in terms of drilling the set piece, the Highlanders definitely have the edge. And in drilling the set piece, you do gain a contact readiness that maybe the Chiefs are lacking a little bit. But like we said, more weapons in the arsenal of the Chiefs, and there could be a 5-minute spell in the second half where they go try. And that could be game over. So it's early days.
Question. I'm going to ask you to take some questions from the good people. I'm going to go make a cup of tea. I assume you want one.
I do. Fill up that with tea and return it to me.
Not too long.
Yeah. I'm just gonna check some of the chat. Anton Lienert-Brown looks like he's not sure what number is on his back. I'm gonna forgive him that a little. I'm just gonna say call Russ on it. It's true. It's true. We haven't seen much from it all, to be honest. But it's kind of been bypassing him a little bit as well. I think the Chiefs are trying to access the extremities. They're haven't really punched up the middle. They could probably do with it a bit more just to get them on the dominant side of some of those contacts in the midfield. Certainly, like if their centres can carry a few times, then it'll give the likes of Stevenson and DMAC out wide a chance to get free, which they haven't really had bar that one try. Being an Aaron Smith, yes. Ben Smith is sadly no more at the Highlanders. I know he keeps getting mentioned. He's one of my all-time favourite players, and it is a black mark against the Highlanders, the fact that there's no longer a Ben Smith for me to cheer on. But he'll be playing in France as of next year. Who am I supporting? I'm supporting Leinster. In this game, I'm kind of thinking go Highlanders just because I'm wearing blue and they're at home and they're playing very well. I would think they're a little outmatched by the Chiefs player for player at the moment, but Dara's the one calling for the Chiefs. I'll call for the Highlanders, but keep it nice and friendly that way. Milner Scudder isn't hurt, Emily. I just think he wasn't selected for this week. It's kind of because like we're saying with the preseason element to it, they're not the full teams. The same way like Dan Carter's not playing for the Blues later on either. There's just it's kind of it's a half and half team. There are a few stars that they want to get game time. There's other kids that they want to give game time to as well. I wouldn't worry about him. He's just not an option for the second half here. He's not actually named in the squads for this game. They've been having some continuity inside the 2-5 meters. Yeah, that's true. That's probably true. Yeah. Definitely, ALB is not one I cite as the one who's looked the more sharp or match ready. I would forgive him more if he shows something in the second half. You're probably right to call him out on it. He probably should be giving them a bit more go forward. It would just be nice to see him a bit more for sure. We haven't so the centres combined very well for the Highlanders to score that try, and we haven't seen the like of it in the Chiefs centre at all. Yeah, we were starting to see MacKenzie get on the ball and first receiver towards the end there. They were mixing that up pretty well, and it was causing problems. I would expect to see more of that in the second half, and especially when Cruden comes on, I think that'll be a big part of the game plan in terms of pulling the Highlanders around and trying to get around that D. Who's calling out ALB for Anton Lienert-Brown for just being a bit quiet?
They're using them weirdly. They're using them like Ireland used Robbie Henshaw. It is a bit weird. He seems to be just trucking it up a lot of the time. I've noticed that. But he gave a nice little. He was part of the build-up for the Wainui try. He gave the pass to Jacobson.
That's right.
It was just that little interplay between him and Jacobson that befuddled Rob Thompson, and that was what created the space for the score.
Yeah.
So that was a nice little touch. I still think Lienert-Brown is all class.
I do.
On one of his little Robbie Henshaw-esque hit-up plays, he nearly busted through and just had an ankle clinged onto him. He could explode into life at any moment. That's the beauty of this Chiefs team.
This is true. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be writing them off for it at all. D-Mac is quiet. Yeah, somewhat. He's quiet in that he hasn't quite gotten the ball yet as often as you want.
Every touch of his has been perfect.
Yeah,
from my point of view.
Yeah, that's true. Plug this and just plonk yourself down in the chair and unplug everything.
You just unplugged this. You just unplugged it when you pulled it away.
Lies. Slander.
That's Gats game, says Hikura Kotai.
Well, I'm not ready to call the jury in yet for
No,
Gats'
they're still playing ridiculously offensive footy.
They are.
They're still hunting tries. They're still all about skills.
This is right.
The biggest work on for them is penalties. The penalties are
which Gats will be pissed off with, because they. Yeah, no, as you say, that has been the most noticeable difference in discipline is that like every little knock-on play or little kind of drop ball or turnover where it starts as a knock-on advantage is immediately compounded and turned into a penalty by the Chiefs, which is exactly what you don't need. Like, just because you can find tries and turn a game in your favour doesn't mean you need to be giving away penalties and turning it against yourself.
No, indeed. It's just something magical to hear the voice of Grant Nisbet again.
Grant Nisbet. Back calling the games. Try to be back with you, Nisbet.
Two getting the praise as a Frizzell clone. I honestly thought he had a quiet enough game, but then burst onto it with that turnover and then try.
That's right.
And I think Frizzell himself, bar from a couple of errors, is just looking exceptionally physical.
He's very ready for the contact, so he is. I'm just going to fill in the second.
Lots of young guys turning up is exciting. It's honestly one of my favourite things about New Zealand Super Rugby and domestic rugby as well. If you go to the ITM Cup, it's often your best. Your first look at some of the future stars of the game.
This is true.
Some of the best players in the world are turning up in these competitions, aged 19 and 20, and start tearing it up, and it's fun to see the beginnings
of the next generation of it.
The next generation of All Black dominance.
Yeah, and there's a lot of young men here. There's some of the names that we were trying to familiarise ourselves with are the reason we don't know them. 19-year-olds,
20-year-olds. It is fun.
We're into second half territory.
Second half is about to start.
Yeah, I got it.
Readying our clock. Shane's on the ball. Aaron Smith still looking hungry. Koroi still in the bench for a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
And from our point of view, it is just kicking off.
Yep.
Enjoy feeding your daughter papoose. That seems like a reasonable thing to do.
Yeah, we're in grand shape. Just kicked off, and it's just a tidy enough exit there again from
no nonsense Nareki.
They have been no nonsense on their exit play. It's been pretty much
more or less every set piece more or less has been great.
And yet the most spectacular exit came from the Chiefs with the crossfield kick to Scotty Stevenson.
Yeah.
They're trying to preserve the gap here, but we're underway. The Highlanders, I didn't realise, but they're still yellow cards. I think, what a steal! Harry Parkinson.
Oh, yes. That is huge. Highlanders are on this game because I was just thinking the Chiefs kicked it deep because they wanted a line out to start the half.
Yeah.
Didn't get it going. And now the Highlanders have a chance to put it into their territory. It's just all going according to the Highlanders script. Although an offside from Parry Parkinson, who is everywhere in both a positive and negative sense. But the Chiefs with a free play are going to run it. Nice little truck of play.
Nice Leinster mug. That's Darragh's season ticket mug. Is that offside? Oh, it's just
go back to the offside penalty. Do you know what I like is how physical Caleb Trask is?
Yeah, he takes it into contact when he has no doubt, or when he has doubt even.
We're going to get Koroi back.
That's the end of the sin bin period. And we're kicking.
Caleb Trasko, I remind myself of his age. I think he's 21. He is 21 years old, born 1999. Young man. For that age, he's just looking awful physical out there.
Which is definitely a good
very
sign
strong,
for a
likes to take it to the contact, which for a young man who's only going to get wiser and bigger at this stage.
Yeah, he'll fill out his frame a bit more. Could be an asset.
That's exciting.
Your mug's getting compliments. Thank
it is a nice mug.
Oh, that's
another
loose
bad
one.
line out for
The Chiefs. Oh my God, that Gatland will probably be fuming with them for this set
to be
piece
honest with
display.
you, like is sort of polar opposite to Ash Dixon's performance. He's given away a couple of penalties, and his line out darts are now starting to get really wayward.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs can only clear after winning a penalty, and it's not a good clearance from Stevenson.
No, it's not.
Koroi, who's been just watching the game for the last 10 minutes, is now going to rumble.
Oof. Takes a contact.
I tell you.
And that's turnover.
Oh, I tell you, Sawakula doesn't mess about in the contact.
No, he doesn't. And actually, I don't quite know what Koroi was thinking there. To be
of all the men to pick out to try and charge at.
Yeah.
Sawakula, he looks the most physical of all the men, perhaps, on the field.
Yes, possibly true.
Yeah. Chiefs should stick this over.
Penalties conceded were 8-7. Highlanders 8.
There you go.
Chiefs 7.
That's an interesting stat because the Chiefs ones have been more noticeable.
Definitely true.
Geez, that's surprising.
It is surprising.
But there you go. There's been plenty on both sides.
There have.
Excuse me.
Yeah, we're good. 43-35.
Now,
the clock hasn't been off
with
yet,
another
so
chance
so
to launch an attack. You should get a monster move. No, I don't think so. That's a better throw from Tokiaho, but even so, it's a little scrappy. Nice little piece of play from Trask there, just cleaning it up. Brad Weber's passing is lovely. Luke Jacobson, that could have been forward, but it's not given. Frizzell with the physical tackle.
That's a physical contact there. Lala and Frizzell.
Nearly got him all the way into touch. Chiefs just not loving the slowness of this ball, but they can explode.
Weber tries to hit.
Nice little piece of play, and now if they can get quick ball, they may have some space on the left. Just not quick enough. Parkinson again offside. D-Mac, lovely flick. Wainui nearly away. Mitch Hunt with a crucial tackle there on Wainui.
Had to be made, yeah. This is good continuity for the Chiefs, but they need a bit more speed.
That's a loose pass from Weber.
It is a bit loose.
Sawakula is going to do a monster trucking up. No, he's not. He's going to show soft hands for an inside pass. I felt sure he was going to take a contact there. He looked so hungry for it. Oof. Jacobson's been one of the better players for the Chiefs, but that ball is stolen, and we're back.
You're back for a penalty. Just have a nice go Highlanders coming in.
Couple of go Highlanders.
Yeah.
A lot of Highlanders fans. To be fair, they've earned their advantage in this game.
They have. They're justifiably ahead.
They're hustling. They look like the team that wants to win more.
That's true.
Whether that's going to lead to them winning or not, it's yet to say. But that was like Mitch Hunt there with that such a crucial tackle
really
on Wainui. And in times gone by, you've seen both Highlanders teams and all Kiwi teams on casual days just ship tries after that D-Mac pass. And Wainui's such a wiry winger as well. He can slip out of you, but.
No, it was well made. It had to be made, and
the Chiefs are having to earn every point.
Hey, the crowd shots.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Just admiring the full match crowd again.
Just loving every time they pan to a crowd and everyone's dancing and
having fun. Yeah. It's great.
Ireland's been less fun.
Ireland has been less fun, but even so, I'm just happy to see it happening in the world.
It
couldn't happen to a nicer couple of islands.
A great bunch of lads.
Yeah. Damien MacKenzie with another slots another one home. That was the right call, I think, in the context of it.
Did you see Ireland versus the All Blacks in World Cup last year? No, we didn't watch that one. We completely.
Why? What happened?
Well, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Was that the one Ireland won?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Yes, we did, of course. And don't go bringing it up now. Yeah. I'm just trying to enjoy Super Rugby.
Nice deep kick. Just looking for the Chiefs to exit, and the Chiefs want to run it. This is what you love to see. Great pass. Oh, look at this big man. He's been so impressive off the bench.
He threw a speck.
It's not worked, though.
They didn't gain much for that.
Well, they were trying it. They may try it again because there's a bit of space out the left if they can just get out wide here. They've dropped
turned over.
That's the danger. And now Frizzell.
Just
What?
A mercy call a knock on.
Paul Williams here is giving a scrum to the Chiefs.
Yeah, he said there was just a little fumble as the Highlanders went to regather it.
But surely the Chiefs knocked it on first.
I don't know.
Oh. I tell you, Koroi does just look like an absolute unit. Physical man.
Yeah.
Probably not the ideal man to have in the wide channels, but he nearly made something of it. I don't hate the play of trying to work it.
Sweet Caroline bouncing around.
I don't mind the play from the exit of the Chiefs. That's the way they play.
No, it is the way they play, and it could have worked. It was a good read in the midfield to put pressure on the second to last pass in terms of getting it wide.
No question. It's good hustling deep from the Highlanders. And had the Chiefs been able to link up on the second time when they're coming back left, there were actually 3 or 4 players out there who could have made it a nice running exit.
Yeah.
I do think they need to mix it up more. I think they need to attack the Highlanders.
They do, yeah. Well,
they have them in trouble. It's the speculative passes that are killing them.
I didn't actually add that last 3-pointer. That actually happened a while ago.
Well, that was silly. Good kick from Stevenson, and they're going quickly, and Koroi is taking it up. Good tackle. Sawakula, how physical can you be? Jacobson, what a pick-up steal. That was so good. And somehow the referee has managed to give that to the Highlanders.
Yeah.
Despite that being seemingly a high tackle on
Prun's getting togged out.
Coming on. That's a crazy call. He says off his feet on the clean out. And ignores the high tackle.
There's been some dubious ones in
that's the worst one of the match, that call. I want to see it again, obviously, to see if the off the feet was there, but it looked like a clear high shot on around the neck tackle on Luke Jacobson.
There. Yeah.
So that's... Anyway, Highlanders get the attack.
Highlanders attacking ball now for the first time in a wee while. This is a good set piece if they want to try and maul and strike.
I promise you, I know it's winter over in New Zealand, but the cold, it not even too much better over here in Ireland. If you think you have it bad weather-wise, you don't, son. You don't know. Here we go. Highlanders now with a lovely read on defense from Sean Stevenson there, and then Luke Jacobson follows it up and may have turned it over.
No, not quite.
Highlanders just looking a bit slow. Parkinson nicely.
Lovely little hands. I'm liking Perry Parkinson's game.
Koroi with a nice tackle in there. Highlanders being patient though.
Yeah.
And they have an advantage. Williams has been whistle happy.
He has a bit, hasn't he?
Oh, that's not a good pass from Mitch Hunt.
Just slipped off. This could be another 3-pointer.
I think it will be, yeah. Unless Aaron Smith thinks about tapping and going. It's Aaron Smith, ladies and gentlemen. Just doesn't have support. He needed someone picking a short line. And somehow it's penalty Chiefs. This is getting... I guess this is the point where we have to interject and say that they're trying to be harsher on ruck laws.
Yeah.
They had said they were going to emphasize them.
It's the in at the gate. That's another in at the side call there.
Jesus Christ, though.
Such flow disrupted.
Didn't appear to be
I thought that was a dubious decision from Aaron Smith to tap and go and run inside infield when there was no support runners. But that was a curious penalty.
Those last 2 penalty calls annoyed me.
Yeah,
I must say. Well, let me see. Let's just. He's probably under instructions to call it. That is a harsh call. And it's entering at the gate. That's the issue. So tackle happens nowadays. Tackle is completed instantly a ruck. You have to enter from the gate. I think he does. I think the ref has looked and seen him fall with his back facing the ref, which makes the ref think he's in at the side. But if you enter in at the gate and then fall sideways,
he peeled from the same side. He was following Aaron from the same side, and that's why I don't think he got around.
I don't agree with that. That's such a harsh call.
It is a harsh call, and it's an anti-attacking call.
Well, here we go. Chiefs, we have to get past it. Chiefs use Lienert-Brown for the Henshaw hit up again, and then use MacKenzie for
D-Mac on the
Jamie
Roberts
tackle
line.
from Ash Dixon.
Yeah, great
what
hit.
Fucking performance that man is putting in. I'm loving every touch from Ash Dixon. Oh, that's a good shoot.
Thought he was Kieran Reid for a second.
To be fair, Jacobson's been having a stormer of a game, but that was the pressure put on him by Koroi. Some of the Highlanders D tonight has been
marked and it's better. It's just much better, tighter than the Chiefs defensively and on set piece. They're good value for their 3-point lead currently. It's a good game though, and here comes Aaron Cruden into the mix.
It is for Caleb Trask.
Could be a game changer.
And Trask, I thought was
good.
Edging the battle between himself and Mitch Hunt, despite the Highlanders edging it up front in the pack.
Yeah. Ref is ruining the game.
Yeah, I saw that comment. I kind of hear you. Well, if that's the way the breakdown is going to be enforced, it's just going to be.
It's very anti-attacking. It's going to kill momentum a few times with some.
Look at that for another lovely maul from the Highlanders. Just really nicely formed. Now Aaron Smith has to use it. Nice little ball in behind. Hunt with just not a great pass. And now it's all stopped.
He has rather stopped in the midfield.
Hunt has been their weakest component.
He's
just stymieing the attack.
Yeah.
Parkinson with a nice pass.
That's a good pass.
Oh, Koroi has been exciting.
Every time he gets the ball, he does look to make something happen, doesn't he?
Yeah.
A bit too infrequent.
Brazil in the wide channels is lovely. And lovely little offload. And Smith with just ridiculous sharpness again. And somehow it's a penalty to the Chiefs.
Holding on.
Again, what happened to having to survive a clean out? So offensive breakdown penalties are just being given at every breakdown.
Seemingly. That was not holding on. You didn't survive the clean out. As you said, the clean out came and cleaned them out.
Well, this is a complete change in the way the breakdown's being reffed.
Especially in Super Rugby. In a Kiwi derby, you'd normally see the attacking team being given the benefit of the doubt.
This is an absolute... This is wild refereeing at the breakdown. Now I know
he's cleaned out.
I know you can see in slow motion that it looks like
hands on the ball, but
it's not the way the breakdown has been reffed for years. You have to survive for a second or two in that position, otherwise it's not being given.
I know that is an area that they're worried about with injuries because you're seeing a lot of hamstring tears and stuff from the poach position. Your classic pocock position. Being smashed by two big men and then surviving that hit. Yeah. Maybe they're trying to discourage that.
Oh, Taukeaho makes way for the Chiefs. That's a no good rotten performance from him. I'm afraid.
Wasn't good.
And instantly the line is better.
A good dart. However, that maul is a mess. Parkinson is making he's spoiling it, and he's doing so legally. And he's very intelligently ended that maul.
Now Weber breaking blindside, and Wainui might be in here. No, that ball stays in. Wainui's got gas.
He does.
That's just a little bit. That's okay. Oh, it's a minute fast actually. Yeah. Now that I see.
Yes.
God, that clock is just no help to you folks.
It's a little help.
We're at 54-15.
It's more of a ballpark figure.
Over
the top, lovely.
A ballsy throw from Ash Dixon.
Ash Dixon's throwing has been on the money.
I've never seen a hooker throw this well.
We're at 54.
That's just a lovely exit. Oh no, it didn't go into touch. Angle showed that it might, and now DMAC gets a chance to counter attack. Well wrapped up.
That was a good defensive line, to be fair. Good chase.
So Akula, and here's the physical man breaking a tackle. Spoiling breakdown work from Highlanders again.
Lovely.
There is a bit of
space.
Cruden to DMAC, and now there's space out wide.
Wainui. Oh. See, it's just the weapons they have at their disposal.
Yeah. Cruden again.
Oh, but that's loose from Cruden.
Not sharp from Cruden. That was a knock on. Refs missed that too.
Knock on, play on. We're back. Just on time.
Back on time, are we?
Just in time for a knock on. That was a bit rusty from Cruden. There was no need for him to play scrum half there, and there was no need for him to.
It never looks more dangerous as an offense than when it's you've got two pods of forwards, Cruden in behind them, and DMAC coming from way deep, and strike runners outside.
Wainui outside.
That's the original Chiefs picture, and it's really pretty.
Yeah.
But as you say, just an attempted flow from Cruden. The pass just
didn't stick the pass. Is exactly the issue.
That's kind of.
I'll forgive it.
That's the kind of thing you expect after 3 months.
Yeah, and also as we were alluding to, the Chiefs style of play does allow them to. You can make 6 or 7 of those errors. It only takes 1 or 2.
Super Rugby Aotearoa innovations they have up there. Breakdown referees to enforce the breakdown.
Yes.
What were they doing before?
Player replaced after red cards. Player replaced after 20 minutes. Drawn matches, 10-minute extra time. Golden point.
Yeah, I like that.
Wonder if we'll see any of it.
I don't have any issue with either of those rules, but maybe the red card should be just a red card. But
yeah, I kind of think you could maybe introduce a different card, an orange card that could be
I've
that.
heard that.
But the red card is a red card. You get penalised. You leave the field, and it doesn't it ruins some games. But
Ash Dixon deserves a standing ovation. For
there goes Captain Dixon.
That was
a captain's
so
performance.
Good,
really good.
I'm sorry to see him go after 55 minutes. I would have kept him on for 65.
Yeah.
He was brilliant.
Man of the match potential.
Liam Copeland is a stalwart there as well, and he'll probably do a fine job. But Ash Dixon was just talk about leading.
Yeah. Especially with contrast with his Chiefs.
Front rowers don't get man of the match enough, and he has been their leader.
Because they go off after 50 odd meters and they just don't get considered.
But he should be considered for man of the match no matter what happens.
Yeah. Considering how good their line-out has been, it's led to all their tries.
Yeah.
You're offside.
Cruden. He just got back.
You just wonder if Mikaele and him might
Aaron Smith's boot is dialed in here.
Wainui's hands are dialed in.
Oh,
good take.
Oh,
good
Aaron Smith.
Counter-up.
That was Aaron Smith.
Aaron Smith doing his TJ impression.
Lovely pass off the left from MacKenzie. Tupai now having a rumble. Oh, yes.
Good play from the Chiefs.
Oh, steal again. They got to get those clean-outs better. That one seemed fair enough.
Yeah.
Great defense again from the Highlanders. The Highlanders hustle on these.
Yeah, it has been brilliant because they've been nearly broken a few times by that Chiefs
win. They're going
to
score one more at least if they're going to win this game. Because the Chiefs are so near to breaking through them. The Chiefs, though, they're firing like a one-phase bolt before losing the play.
Yeah.
They're back row, like Jacobson.
High penalty count now, 11-10.
Jacobson's had some nice touches, and so has Sawakula.
Yeah.
But their loose forwards as a unit have not resourced the breakdown well, and have not stood up to the physical challenge as well as you'd hope.
Yeah. This is us back on time. Hey.
Is it?
Well, no, it's not because it didn't play. Around 3 seconds in it or so.
Nice line out from Coltman. And the Highlanders rumble on.
The difference in structure with the rolling ball is night and day. Yeah, the Highlanders look like they know what they're doing.
Has Gats been doing any work with this Chiefs team at all?
Oh,
Coleman fell over.
Aaron wanted to have done that. Aaron wanted to go blind and Coleman fell over.
They're going open though. Highlanders. Oh, Tomkinson just wrapped
right up. On the penalty advantage.
Apparently. Jesus, it's everything. It's every phase ends in a penalty.
Cat's fault.
He says no, he hasn't done any work with this team. To be fair, they look rudderless. They look exciting but rudderless, and they're being beaten up front. They're giving away a penalty a phase. Although part of that seems to be this ref and these new laws.
Yeah, I think that is a significant part.
Look at that! Penalty at 51, 51, 53, 57, 59. I mean, it's just a penalty show.
Yeah. Everyone loves penalties.
But that said, there's still rugby happening in between that's exciting. But Jesus, Wales 2.0. I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't pull the plug on the Chiefs, because it is their first.
That's their life support.
Yeah, it is the first game back. But it's been to say it's rusty would be an understatement.
Rust is definitely what I'm seeing.
And also, I'm seeing.
The area you would cite with Gatson as a concern is their set piece, their kickoffs, their
all over the place.
They've been rudderless,
and they've been giving away penalties for days, and they've been just out muscled in most contacts.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, what you're seeing from the Highlanders is this is a really motivated team that's out here to win for their fans after the rough season that they've had and having to sit on it all sabbatical.
Yeah.
They actually look motivated. They look like the team that's hungrier.
They definitely do. And I kind of think they deserve to win it based on current showing, and that puts them to 25, which means we're updating the scoreboard. It's been a wee while.
That's been a wee while.
First points of
second half.
No, that's not true. Actually, there was a.
Oh, it was the Chiefs 3-pointer.
There was a 3-pointer for the Chiefs. I just forgot to put it in at the time.
Mitch Hunt has such a snatchy action, doesn't he?
He does, yeah.
He really does snatch at them. He almost takes no run up and just
tries to snap them over.
Yeah,
it worked there, but I wouldn't think that he's an elite level kicker.
Koroi goes off for Gatland, so Gatland's going to play fullback.
Bryn Gatland.
So now they have two distributors on.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Oh, great tackle.
That was a good little dangerous moment, and it's allowing for perhaps a running exit.
I haven't seen much of Nareki on the left wing.
No,
for the Highlanders,
hasn't got the ball that much.
Nearly broke away there.
Are we still going to end up kicking this?
Oh, we are, I think. But there's no sense.
Daniel Lienert-Brown takes into contact.
No, Aaron Smith box kick, which has been dialed in nicely.
It has. It's been a pretty universal exit.
Sean Stevenson's got... No, it's D-Mac, actually. Oh, what a take from Damien MacKenzie.
He was hitting the air.
Beautiful take.
There's an advantage.
He's given the advantage.
And that's
play it. Go on, D-Mac, have a go. Crossfield kick, that's what you want to see. Wainui!
Whoa!
Is it Wainui, actually? It's not fucking Anton Lienert-Brown, and he's kept that in.
Oh,
how can you say...
Touch judge put his flag
How
up.
can you not TMO that? That was so tight.
Yeah.
That was
I think he was just out.
That could have been an early contender for try of the season. I want to be damn sure he was out there.
I think he was out.
Oh, get lost. That was such a potential lovely try.
True.
D-Mac with the vision and the perfectly weighted kick. That's what you love to see. Look at this for a take.
This was hitting the air. He took it.
Yeah.
Just a bit of a clunky entrance into the contact. It's hard to
check this. This could be a yellow card.
He just tucked his shoulder. He didn't look at the wall.
Jeez, a few years ago, you'd be talking about it.
He's looking at D-Mac and
that's not Nareki, who we've been saying hasn't been in the game.
Yeah,
and now all of a sudden just losing the plot because he's not in the game.
Yeah.
And doing his team a tremendous disservice if the ref does choose to card him here.
Yeah, we're going to mowing.
That means clock should be stopped. You're well
off. We're stopped at 60 minutes and 49 seconds.
So the clock, you just forget about the clock. Look at this for an absolute schmack.
Oh,
there's just no attempt to wrap. It's not even a tackle. It's not an attempted catch. It's
a yellow card. It's a yellow card.
Well, if it isn't my old friend, yellow card.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, Hikarukatai says he was in, and I agree with him.
He was in.
He was in play. Anton Lienert-Brown was in play. That at least deserves to be TMO'd.
But
if he stays in play, that's one of the tries of the season.
It's true.
It's true. Perfectly weighted kick. Lienert-Brown takes it, flips it back inside, and then it's 2-1 on the score. It's gorgeous stuff.
In real time, I thought he was out, but
I think it definitely deserves.
It probably warranted a TMO decision.
Oh. Lienert-Brown.
It's a yellow card. It's an unsurprising yellow card.
Highlanders yellow card.
Yeah, that's two of them, and that could cost them.
Tony Brown looking
absolutely getting warmed up. Yeah, because those are coach killing.
That was such a bad mistake from Nareki, who hasn't been in the game at all. God damn it, how can they not check that try?
Clock back underway, but we're about a minute ahead, so we started in a minute.
No, you'll forget.
No, I won't.
Okay.
Dialed in. Cruden finds a good touch.
Just inside the 22, and Chiefs are going to set up a line out.
If they can score here and take the lead, that could be an insurmountable lead for the
against the 14
Highlanders.
Highlanders did score a try last time they were on 14 men. But
it'll be an unfortunate. The Highlanders are good value for their lead at the moment, but that was undoubtedly
nice
a
line out from the Chiefs this time. Lienert-Brown is henshawing again.
Up in the middle.
Jeez, why is he using Lienert-Brown like Jamie Roberts though? It is starting to annoy me. Nice little flip to the short side.
Inside ball
from Mr. Cruden himself.
Yeah,
we're keeping it tight. Sean Stevenson in the tight.
Working the short side quite a bit, and now coming back.
And apparently, there's a penalty advantage again for something. Offside, apparently. It's just a penalty in every phase. Lovely ball from Cruden, but it's dropped. You can see 13-11 in penalties.
High penalty count.
High is an understatement.
I think I got that one. Time off.
Damn. Referees just warned
warning for Aaron and the Highlanders
that they might be going to 13 if they stay offside. I did know that they were going to be stricter on the offside line to sort of counteract
some of the aggressive defense and line speed.
It's the idea is like if the rucking is going to give the defense such an advantage, the laws at ruck, then the offense needs a trade-off advantage, which is the stricter offside line.
Mm-hmm.
But how it's manifesting itself at the moment is just every team giving away loads of penalties. So it's definitely looking a rusty one. But if World
There's
Rugby,
also an adjustment period, a bedding in period,
exactly,
of all that.
no question. But at the moment, if World Rugby were looking for a picture for their new laws, this isn't it.
No.
Because the new laws are the worst thing about this game right now.
Yeah, for sure. We're a little behind, just a few seconds.
About 15 seconds behind.
Scrum time. Chiefs
Here
are
we go.
going for it.
Chiefs taking the scrum. They've got to deal with the lack of Nareki, so they're going to have overlap.
Could be a short side peel.
They're going to have an overlap one way or another.
So where's the opportunity, Marshy? Where do they look to attack?
We'll have Marshall's breakdown.
They haven't been able to really find any creating new space for the likes of MacKenzie.
Big moment. This
is a very similar
big moment for the Highlanders.
If they get in,
defense.
it could be favorite Chiefs. If they're held out, then the Highlanders will probably hold them out for the rest of the game.
Well, maybe not.
But it's a big moment for sure.
I would tip the Highlanders as favourites if they can hold them out here.
Yeah.
Here we go. Scrum is a wash. Here we go. Brad Weber going to use it. Oh, now the scrum's not a wash. Crusaders get a nudge. Chiefs rather get a nudge on. And
it's untidy ball.
It hurts them because the ref doesn't call it.
Yeah. And it ends up being a penalty to Highlanders.
For what? I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's boiling over going on. People are rightly annoyed.
Ref is ruining the game with mad calls. Sorry, did the Highlanders tight head not buckle? Is that not the reason that the scrum disintegrated? We won't get to see that. It's a great tackle from Aaron Smith. It is a really great tackle.
And then
he's called holding on. Is he on his feet? He's on his knees.
He's on his knees. Yeah. Dubious.
Just no rucks being given to the team in possession. Every call going against the team in possession.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Look, weird refereeing. Sure. Look, it's great hustling defensive play from Aaron Smith firstly, and Dylan Hunt obviously getting the dubious steal.
Yeah.
I just would love to see scrums refereed. If you're going to be fair. The only reason that ball came flying out is because the Chiefs started to own the scrum.
Yeah, that's right. And I'd say you see that often. You see that a few times with refs just not
go
committing.
back and replay that scrum, and I bet any money that the Highlanders tight head buckled and disbound and should have been penalised for it.
Yeah,
huge moment.
But he wasn't watching that end of the scrum.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't watching it at all.
Are we streaming tomorrow? I don't think we're streaming tomorrow. That's not part of the plan.
The game kicks off at 4 a.m.
Yeah, it's 4 a.m. our time, unfortunately.
I might watch it. I'm definitely. We have the luxury of being able to record it here, so we don't have to watch it live. I don't think I'll be getting up. I'll be getting up and watching it without knowing the results, so watching it as live.
Yes, that'll be exactly
but we won't be live streaming.
No, this one worked out better. Especially they redid the time. It was kickoff was meant to be 2 hours earlier, which it wasn't. So worked out okay for us. 8 a.m. is a bit more doable.
Here go the Highlanders. Another perfect line out.
Yeah, their line out's been really tidy.
Aaron Smith looking so sharp. Every pass perfect. So quick to every breakdown. Not a hint of tiredness.
Just no issue with
65 minutes of high tempo rugby and he's just perfect.
Yeah.
And Parry
Parkinson is in with a shout
tip
as well.
On pass.
He needs to clear
is
that
not
one
a turnover? Thank you.
Didn't get that clean out. That Parry.
That was actually a turnover.
It was, yeah.
By the old definition.
Gatson playing, yeah, that's right. Bryn Gatland is on.
I haven't seen him yet.
No,
he is on against the old man, which is a fun dynamic.
When does this clock keep changing? It seems like he just never calls time off, and it just sometimes is time off.
The clock wars continue.
Yeah,
with 66, 08, 09, 10. That's our time. So click back on again. Clock's right.
Yeah, no, it's been right.
Mark the time.
It's been right pretty often. It's just then shifts a few seconds at a time.
Now, we have a tight game.
A tight
here.
game and a
Points
Chiefs
on the
attacking
line in
line.
Super Rugby Aotearoa.
Just over 4 minutes left in the sin bin
Chiefs,
period.
if they want to win this, are going to need to win this game. So it's all tension. Wainui, good hit up. 3 men to bring him down. I've really liked Wainui's performance tonight. Lienert-Brown has been more
he's gone into flanker mode.
Yeah. Here we go. Sawakula, take them all on.
They're a little narrow, the Chiefs.
They are, and slow.
Yeah. Is Weber slowed up a little?
Yes.
Could be time for that replacement.
Yeah. Cruden, no space. Tackle Irangi. Tackle Irangi. It's tough.
Is it Tahuriarangi? He emphasized the hur.
Maybe it is. Tahuriarangi. Okay. Jacobson looking tired as well after a good first half. This is very narrow from the Chiefs, but they are hitting it up deep into the 22 now.
Roll away.
Trying to get phases going.
Cruden dummies
Lovely
takes the contact.
Place in Cruden. Now it's quick, and now it's Lienert-Brown. Weber again. Sawakula is great for just offering himself.
Yeah, every time.
DMAC at 10. Lovely pass off the left.
Great
tackle. Lovely little flick, and DMAC has it back. Probing. Just needs to take a contact. And does.
And gets smashed over.
Yeah. Great defense from the Highlanders so far. Lovely hands. Good hands. Cruden. Here it is. Stevenson.
Oh, it's covered.
He's in. Oh, he's not quite in. Up to 5. Up to 3. Up to 2. He's over and he's held up.
That's scrum 5. Oh.
They finally found the space. It was patient and they attacked.
Yeah. That was good. That was a good sequence of play. Good defense, good attack.
Shout out to Tupai at 13 for the Chiefs, who every touch he's had has been flawless.
Yeah, true that. Kept the ball alive. They've been trying to get outside him with him using him as that distributor because he's often having to take a contact to get that ball out wide.
And Cruden gave a lovely pass off the left hand there.
He did.
And Sean Stevenson, not quite, but nearly. That was not a bad little angle he ran there, and they apparently had a penalty advantage because, of course,
just in case you missed it, there was a penalty.
Yeah,
these rooks are a problem, says Super
Rugby.
It's definitely a betting in period. It's been a bit.
It's been ridiculous.
No team's been sure of what's going on.
Penalties at every rook. And just a completely new definition for holding on.
Yeah, that seems to be the case too.
Which is game changing for defensive players.
Yeah.
If all you need to do is last a second on your feet and paint that picture.
Yeah. It's a bit more like what it used to be when you were allowed to tackle and not disengage before you went after the ball.
Who's that making way?
I'm not sure. Vi. And Nell comes in.
Big Chiefs luck makes way.
Yes.
10 minutes to go. Highlanders still 6 in front.
Yes.
More cagey second half. Just penalties all the time and everywhere.
Yeah.
Chiefs look to be tiring a little bit. And Highlanders, I think everyone has to root for at this stage.
Yeah, I think they've been good value for their lead.
Yeah, they have, no question.
To the outspend on his own, so they've got the numerical advantage to the right, particularly if they work in 8-9.
Is there anything in life Justin Marshall loves more than an 8-9?
No, he is very fond of an 8-9 off scrum.
Maybe they should go for the pushover try, Justin.
Yeah,
they have the edge
keep
on
it
the
in the scrum and just drive. No,
it's an 8-9. Weber short ball. Wainui's there on the peel. Wainui having a go. Good tackle. They're flicking it to the line side. DMAC, lovely ball!
Oh, great try.
They're going to check it, but it looks good.
And there's Anton Lienert-Brown getting in with the try.
It was Cruden to DMAC to Lienert-Brown on the short side. They all broke left and caught the Highlanders napping, but Aaron Smith seems to think it's forward.
Try time.
They're not even going to check it.
No. One more time back on. Yeah, we'll just get there. Well, now
he gave it straight away. It's a lovely ball.
I thought it was
D-Mac.
good. It looked good. I don't think we need. I don't hate that call. promptness in decision
Let's
making.
just take a look at this. The peel off the left, and then it's the long pass from Weber.
Lovely.
The long pass from Weber that secures the try.
For sure.
That was a brilliant pass. And it ended up on the toes of Cruden, but he runs a perfect listing outside line that takes the first two defenders out of it. And then from there, it's a 3-on-1 or 3-on-2.
And a big testing kick for Cruden now.
Yeah. Sexy ball from DMAC. DMAC might take this kick, I'd say.
Oh, sorry, DMAC has been kicking. Yeah, no, I'm sure DMAC will take this kick.
Yeah,
he is. We'll get to see that box office smile. This is clutch now.
That's what the Chiefs have.
Yeah.
Like they can open up the Crusaders that way. Cruden to DMAC to Lienert-Brown is box office All Black caliber offense.
Yeah,
and the Highlanders lack that. That's what they
do.
Don't have.
They do. Yeah. Hey, there's that DMAC smile. Ding.
DMAC smiling at these posts.
But that
is his first missed kick. It wasn't far away.
Wasn't as clean as contact. And that means it's going to be 25-24. The Highlanders
enjoyed that one.
Still have the lead.
Just 25-24. It is a good game, despite Paul Williams' best efforts.
Yeah. There goes Tomkinson goes off for the
scored the opening try. It's a solid game.
Try scorer. Good solid game in the books.
Your friend
Perry Parkinson
has
made way. Good game from him too. Couple of penalties at ruck time, but then who else hasn't? Who hasn't had a penalty given against them at ruck time?
Koroi, what an absolute unit that boy is.
Yeah, it's true.
Hits it up for the Chiefs. Chiefs are hungry now. Good tackle.
It's so game on. Last 6-7 minutes.
First game.
Both teams on 15 men now.
DMAC goes for a bomb. Questionable one. 2. Here we go.
2.
Just tackle on him by Jacobson.
Tip on pass.
Nice speed of play from the Highlanders at this late stage. They work the blind side.
Aaron Smith just probing back and forth.
Aaron Smith may cost them.
It's turned over again. Jeez, there have been very little sequences of continuity in offense. There you go. Penalty Chiefs, if you didn't know that much already.
More clear cut. We are 15 on 15 for the last 6 minutes.
Yeah.
And Chiefs have the opportunity now to attack inside the Highlanders half to win the game or to take the lead with 5 to go. Setting up a line out about halfway between
it will
22 and the 5th.
Discipline will be a talking point if the Highlanders end up losing this game, 16 penalties to 12. I know it's the official
and two Sinbins.
The
2 Sinbins were both brain dead.
Yeah, that's true. Like they were.
And outside of that, I think they have been really good.
Yeah, for sure. But against a team as dangerous as this Chiefs outfit,
it was the
Wainui
try, and then that Lienert-Brown try is the difference between the two.
That's an overthrow.
But that is an overthrow, and that's the other difference. Coltman having a rumble.
Lovely rumble.
Yeah.
And then
Smith going for a kick over the left-hand side. Nareki's after it. Oh, Stevenson, nice turn.
Good turn is right. But then he sliced that.
No, he didn't. He didn't. That's a great kick.
Really good kick.
Sean Stevenson did really well, but it is a chance to counter-attack.
Oh.
Mitch Hunt wonders on the ball.
Yeah, gets himself smushed.
Coltman has come into this game nicely.
He has a bit, hasn't
stolen.
he?
It's stolen.
It's stolen again.
It's the same goal.
It's the same penalty over and over again in the middle of the field.
Yeah, it really is.
Just killing the Highlanders.
It is killing them.
Where's the back row? Boys, what are you doing? It's a bit out of Cruden and D-Mac's range in terms of pot shotting.
No, we're not pot shotting yet, but we are attacking.
They are kicking to the corner, and this is a Chiefs attacking set to try and nick the game.
They've had one already, but their line-out needs to function.
This is a better position for a line-out even than the last one, but...
That one is textbook poach.
Yes, it is, yeah.
That's just really good.
And he's on his feet, and he's not cleared out by the 2 men there, and that's just fine, yeah.
That's a really good steal. Yeah. That's a huge play.
Aaron Smith trying to call flopping off his feet.
Potentially a match-winning play from
yeah, could yet be. And a much more reserved, wise line-out at jump at 2.
And they got it. They got a maul here.
We have a maul going. And it's a well-set-up maul, and it's rumbling
its way into the Highlanders 22. This could be the game here, folks. Look at this maul.
This maul is very good. Are they going to have the patience to stick with it and keep
Look
the
at
structure?
this maul. It's
Really
reformed.
good. Reformed.
It's building its way.
Use it.
Being called to use it. Lienert-Brown, the dummy option. Now it's Cruden. Good tackle on Cruden from Bryn Gatland.
Yeah.
Luke Jacobson having a go.
Good contact one there by the Chiefs. It's a nice quick ball here in the 22. This is it. This is the match.
This is the match.
77 minutes
Could
now.
be just another coach penalty coming up. Coltman had a go there. Is a drop goal an option?
Goal.
Yes, it is. Damien MacKenzie.
Oh! D-Mac with the box office moment.
Steal.
Excellent.
He's the best player on the pitch, I think, in terms of
caliber.
Yeah.
Spot the All Black.
Yeah. Well, it's fucking best All Black.
But look, it was a bit of a scuffer, but it was. It doesn't
struck it
matter.
well. He
It
struck it
don't
well.
matter.
Bet you didn't think a drop goal was on the way.
Yeah.
Awesome. Correct call.
Yeah.
Especially with just the danger for offensive teams at the breakdown.
And the fact that
Best
they
not
haven't
to take
been
it through
scoring
the
tries
phases.
freely. Yeah.
What a take! Oh my god, our boy is
Awesome. And again, set piece has been awesome for the Highlanders and kick up. Highlanders are back in the mix. 2 minutes left on the clock.
They could take them themselves.
They could take them themselves. Drop goal.
Have Gatland have a go.
Gatland or Hunt, both of them are still on the pitch.
Hey, Hunt actually has form in this department.
Yeah.
He's done it before.
It's getting slow.
Match the drop goal finish.
Here we're going for it.
Mitch Hunt! He struck it okay!
It's a drop goal!
Oh!
Hey!
Outstanding!
Bryn Gatland.
Bryn Gatland took it on.
Good man. Wow, drop goal. Oh, that's a great drop goal.
Great kick.
Love it. 28-27.
What a
drop
ballsy
goal.
finish. And the Highlanders
take it.
And they need to hold it on for a minute. They need a minute. Aaron Smith is calling the troops for sensible play. The Highlanders have deserved this.
They have deserved it on balance. What a finish, though.
What a finish. Absolutely incredible.
Ooh. Yeah, they're trying to kill the game.
They're dead
They
right.
just need to be careful because of the calls. They need to enter the gate every time.
Yeah. Of course. Lienert-Brown having a peek.
Ooh, there's a cheap crossfield kick option that is just never going to be explored.
There's no penalty there. One more, probably.
One more, I'll probably do it. We're into the last 10 seconds now. 5 seconds left.
Oh my God, is he going to give something? Oh,
penalty Highlanders. And
Highlanders.
And that's the game.
They deserved it, folks. They deserved it.
Yeah. I'm pretty
Bryn
sure.
Gatland.
Yeah.
Against his dad.
Get his dad's team. That's fun. It was a great strike. It was a great set. They pinched the ball.
And it wasn't Mitch Hunt. I called Mitch Hunt when it was happening. I thought it was, but it was Bryn Gatland. Mitch Hunt is the guy who has kicked a dead game drop goal for a win for the Crusaders. And
tap and go. And
they gave it to Gatland. What a play from the young man.
Brilliant.
And what a game of rugby.
What a game of rugby. So, update our scoreboard.
Oh, outstanding.
Yeah, really, really good. That is full-time score, 28-27.
Incredible.
Well drama, says Nisbet, and he's right. Yeah, that was awesome. I really enjoyed that. And a double drop goal finish. Did not see that coming.
Did not see
for
that
a 1 point game.
One bit.
Yeah. Two excellent drop kicks as well in their own right.
Absolutely sensational finish.
And well done to the Highlanders because, once the Chiefs took that lead there, you'd have been forgiven for thinking that it was probably game over because the Highlanders hadn't looked like scoring for ages. And anytime they were in the middle of the field with a little bit of momentum, they'd cough up a penalty and turn it over to the Chiefs. So yeah, just that set piece play, and it was their set piece that dug them out of trouble.
Damien MacKenzie is the best player.
He looks good.
He's in for a rough time in Super Rugby Aotearoa, making those faces after putting in great performances, unless his team can shape up.
Yeah,
because they were all over the place there.
Yes, they were. Like very little to point to in terms of what the structure was.
There's sheer class. There's so many good players. There's nice tools. Yeah. They're all over the place though.
Lienert-Brown's playing your Robbie Henshaw role for no reason. And
Luke Jacobson's trying to hustle for that back row, and so is the big number 8, whose name now escapes me, Sawakula.
Yeah.
The big number 8, he was trying to make hustling plays, but in general, they were softening out of contact, and their structure wasn't there. Their multi-phase offense wasn't great.
Yeah.
At the best of times, it was the link up between Cruden and MacKenzie, which is what they have to build on.
Of course.
And whenever they get a hint of space, the handling is so slick.
Yeah.
The offense is so slick, and they will just given an inch, take a mile, and score a try.
Yeah.
I actually loved the performance of Sean Stevenson.
I did. Great. Yeah, I thought he was really good.
But it was a day for the Highlanders. They won every contact, and they literally the first phase of the match, they set their stall out when the Chiefs tried to probe on the short side, and Shannon Frizzell picked up the ball carrier and chucked him into touch.
Yeah.
And from there on, the Highlanders had the edge. And my man of the match, even though he went off after 55 minutes.
Being interviewed here, Ash
Dixon, Captain
Ash,
Ash Dixon from the Highlanders, who set a tone for that pack.
Yeah,
with perfect darts,
the main mark difference. It resulted in a 1-point win for the team that But for the team that we said were slightly the lesser as far as tools, it involved being much sharper on things that you can control, like your set piece. And it was Ash Dixon set that tone with the line out, the darts in the first half, and the maul setup. And then it was what bailed them out was the kickoff at the very end there. Bailed them out by getting the ball back and then setting up a drop goal attacking set.
Take it on. Like the Highlanders in their worst of times can be a bit of a bridesmaid side. So to actually pull off the winning play is very
good. Bodes well for them. That was a real fun, messy scrap. 30 penalties overall.
The 30 penalties thing is just...
I would blame the ref for that sooner.
Well, the ref for the laws. But the new laws, whether they were explained clearly or not. But there's a couple of things. The offensive breakdown wasn't being that well resourced.
Yeah.
But the degree to which it was being punished when it was resourced was just like there were a couple of in at the side penalties where you're just going, Jesus, come on.
Yeah.
Like they weren't in at the side.
Yeah. No, it's definitely it wasn't it was kind of it wasn't favouring the attacking side was what I was saying. The team in possession was getting the harsher end of the stick from the reffing point of view.
Who reckons Aaron Smith was man last?
I don't know if that's very sharp. Yeah, but, you could like
the tone was set by Dixon, the captain. He was setting the stall out with the line out darts. He was relentlessly physical. He was making big tackles, scoring tries, being the man in that maul who was getting the ball to the back. And I just thought he was fantastic.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, and in you're in front row man of the match lobbyist as well. We need to see more of it.
But I think it sets a tone, and I think the physicality that was set by the Highlanders in that first half gave them the edge.
And as well, when you looked at the Chiefs had 3 or 4 attempts at attacking sets before they finally got their drop goal that were stymied by their own botched line out ball.
Yeah.
So like that was a marked difference. Set piece is still very important.
Yeah. It's going to be tough now for the Chiefs to win this competition because this is a competition with a Bowden Barrett enriched Blues, the Hurricanes,
and the ever-present Crusaders
and ever-dominant Crusaders. So a loss to the Highlanders is not really on the agenda for any potential winning team. Great win for the Highlanders.
Really good win.
Before we wrap up, what players stood out to you?
Obviously we've mentioned Dixon. We've mentioned Aaron Smuth, who I thought looked impressive and very sharp.
Yeah.
From the Chiefs, I thought Lienert-Brown looked okay. In the second half, he's just being applied in the wrong areas. I don't think he's where he ought to be in that back line. He did obviously pop up in the right spot for that try, which was great as well. That's what you want to see from the Chiefs is good pass from Weber.
You want to see
Cruden, MacKenzie, Lienert-Brown, Try.
And exactly what was beautiful about that was them all on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
Cruden made a call. We have space here.
Brad
Weber knew what had to be done. He threw that perfect pass. Well, it wasn't actually perfect, but it was the perfect idea for us just to get width on it. Cruden ran that outside line, picked it up off his toes, got enough room away from the narrow Highlanders defence to make it a 2-on-1 with DMAC and
DMAC executed with a good play
perfectly. Lienert-Brown knocked it down. That was a lovely try. That was probably the try of the match.
Probably the try of the match. Who else? Frizzell looked good in contact. A lot of those Highlanders packed. Highlanders packed Parkinson as well. Yeah. I thought like the Chiefs weren't noticeable. The engine room for the Chiefs weren't noticeable, whereas the ones for the Highlanders were.
I thought Koroi off the bench for the Chiefs
did make a difference.
That colossal unit looked fun,
hefty.
I'm looking forward to watching him a bit more throughout this.
Yeah. Also the starting 10 name again escapes me.
Caleb Trask.
Caleb Trask looked pretty good for a kid as well. Nice physical young kid.
Cruden has to play.
Cruden obviously has to play, but it's still nice to see some young blood in these kind of contexts and in these kind of games. So there were positives for both teams. My main concern
is another one, by the way. Number 8, he has some plays in him.
Yeah. Actually, Koroi as well at fullback for the Highlanders didn't get enough of a chance to get on the ball, but looked hungry every time he did.
He did, no question.
Definitely made some plays. It's just not really the way that the Highlanders play. If he were in the Chiefs team, he'd be getting all kinds of sloppy ball, but instead he was dealing with the scraps because the Highlanders were quite disciplined in what they looked like the team that came with a mindset to win, but also with a plan. They religiously kicked from exit. Even when they did make a half line break that got them up to the 10, they just went back and forth and then kicked with Aaron Smith. They were pretty set set in that. Their set piece was perfect.
Their structures are very decent. But what a good set piece team needs is an exceptional set of halfbacks, and they have half of that. They have a brilliant 9 who does the heavy lifting in terms of their game management. And then they have
either Bryn or Mitch.
Bryn Gatland should probably start at 10.
Probably should. I would be giving him the nod.
Almost on the balls of that drop goal to win.
Yeah, well, I'd rotate them as well. I think there's a negligible difference between them based on what we've seen historically, and you need to give both of them a chance to win the jersey.
Gatland takes it to the line. I think Mitch Hunt doesn't do that attack much service.
Yeah,
I think the Highlanders to go to the next level will need that. Papoose is come in with a point basically just cementing what we were saying, that the Chiefs forwards intensity wasn't there.
Yeah, it wasn't.
But as you say, their handling skills will get them out of trouble, and they will score pretty tries. And they did score pretty tries.
They did. They very nearly nicked the game.
They very nearly nicked it, is right.
Yeah.
And Damien MacKenzie remains just a pleasure to watch.
Yeah, he's an awesome. He's kind of a class apart as well. You're looking at some good, exciting young backs and young players and prospects, but D-Mac is a proven. Just exceptional player.
Hikarukatai, who I want to thank for sticking in the chat throughout the whole thing and colouring it nicely. Just mentioning tomorrow's game, which we'll take a brief look at before we wrap up the stream. Blues against the Hurricanes.
Yeah.
The main thing is Bowden Barrett.
Bowden at 15.
We're going to see Audrey Black at 10. I don't love. But Rico Ioane at 13 with Bowden Barrett at 15 has offensive potential.
It definitely does.
And I'm just going to read you this Hurricanes backline because it's pretty awesome. TJ Perinar at 9. I'm not familiar with the 10. Jackson Garden Bishop.
Don't know him either.
Don't know
familiar with that
well.
name.
He's 25-year-old. Obviously seems to have played for
been around for a wee while.
Underage team. But listen to this backline. Centers, Nyani Laumape and Vince Asso, the classic
pretty good
combo.
Yeah.
Ben Lamb on the left wing,
he's awesome.
Wesley Thurston on the right wing,
and
Tia at fullback. That's a sexy backline.
That's all kinds.
That's arguably more dangerous.
And here is Aaron Smith. Aaron Smith is the man of the match. I dare say.
They gave Aaron Smith the man of the match. There you go. It should have been Ash Dixon.
And Ash Dixon's the ORP man of the match. An esteemed credit. He'll never.
Dane Cole's playing for the Hurricanes as well.
Yes.
Hurricanes going to tear the Blues a new one tomorrow in Eden Park.
But Bowden.
Yeah.
But Bowden. They bought Bowden.
So Hurricanes going to absolutely rip the Blues apart. Is my prediction for tomorrow.
Start as you mean to go on.
85-point spread. I think I agree.
The Blues.
Ben Lamb, by the way, is underrated.
Ben Lamb is test level. He's so box office. I know I've loved him. He's for a couple of seasons. He's been irresistible.
Such an offensive weapon.
He is. He has that little spare tire around his waist as well. He seems
I'm
very
being
tough
told
to
the
tackle.
Blues wingers are good. Let me see. Who am I looking at here? Caleb Clark and Mark Talea. Not overly familiar with Mark Talea. 23-year-old from West Auckland.
Well, if they have Bowden between them pulling strings...
It's entirely possible they'll be class. Rico Ioane is shoved to centre as he was last year.
Yeah.
Rico seems to be at sea in recent while.
He was definitely out of form going into the World Cup and subsequently lost his jersey. But Yeah, you still box office and potential danger.
Yeah.
It's just like you could just read that Blues team and think, God, on paper that's awesome, and then watch them lose tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty confident that the Hurricanes will win.
Yeah. Who's home in that? Is it
That's
Blues
in Eden
home?
Park.
It's in Eden Park. Okay. It'd be nice to see Eden Park full.
There you go. You called the home team today, and I called the away team, and the home team
won. See, crowds are a factor.
Crowds are a factor.
See, it was
it's
only,
nice to have crowds.
Yeah, it was
a
only
factor.
in Bundesliga where it was like all away wins for a few rounds, but no.
Listen, we are going to wrap it up now. We've been going. The match is done. We've been going for 2 hours 10 minutes, which is solid stuff.
Hackathon just coming in with what a game! Yeah, it was an
was
awesome game. Hello,
it
Hackathon.
was an awesome time. Hello, Hackathon. It was an awesome game. It was great to get such a competitive game. It was great to get such a fun finish. We had some great tries.
Yeah, we had all kinds of scoring. Drop goals were featured in both teams.
Who saw that coming?
Yeah.
No,
I'm excited. Super Rugby Aotearoa getting off on a really good foot, I think. Absolutely. Start as you mean to go on.
And in terms of
footy.
If there was an early season Super Rugby game that was that good, you'd be surprised.
That's true.
So the issue is obviously the ruck time penalties and everything else. But the general standard is good, and you have some All Blacks in Aaron Smith and Damien MacKenzie looking really sharp and really fun.
Yeah.
And tomorrow we get to watch Bowden Barrett.
This is it.
A lot of fun. Brilliant to have rugby back. And listen, thank you everyone for tuning in. Joining us.
We'll try and do another one of these as the weekends roll on. We'll pick another.
Yeah, we'll try and do the Saturday. We'll probably try and do the Saturday ones, or
at
least one or two of the Saturday ones, if y'all are keen.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, in the meantime, listen, thanks for watching. It was fun. It was fun doing it for us, and I hope it was fun for you watching it. And listen, it's fantastic to have the game that we love back.
Exactly. And if you're on New Zealand time, enjoy the rest of the night. And congratulations to the Highlanders fans among you.
Yeah.
And for all the rest of you, happy Saturday afternoon.
Happy Saturday. Happy Rugby Day.
Peace and love.
Bye-bye.